Hello, and welcome to Retro Rank Rhapsody. This episode, PS1 Too Many Requests. This is going to be another episode in which I take a look at games that people have requested me. Although really in this case, actually it turns out that really it's only two people, but still. I noticed that a lot of the games, or there was a bundle of the games, that were games on the PS1. So I figured, let's just take a look at them kind of all as a group. Because it's kind of an interesting way to kind of see kind of that era of game. And boy, howdy, are these kind of a pretty good sampling of what's available or what came out at the time. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start so we can see how good these games are. Okay, so yes, we got some PS1 games to play. So I am going to do these in the order that they were requested. So the first game that was requested, and this is a game that was requested by Bear, is actually a really interesting thing because it is actually kind of a port of an arcade game. And it's actually weird to think of this as an arcade game because it's not usually the kind of arcade game you'd think of. So we're just going to launch this. Okay. And give it a sec. This is a Taito game.
Oh, so it's good.
And I'm also not super familiar with this game. This particular port only came out in Japan. I believe the actual arcade game it's based off did come out. Go.
Hello.
And yes, this is Chaos Break. Episode from Chaos Heat, which is the arcade game it's based off of.
So is it like a subset?
It's basically it plays similarly, but not quite 100%.
Well, that's weird they would call it an episode then.
Also, Pocket Station support apparently.
Nice.
Wow. There's something I haven't heard in forever.
So yeah. Okay, so let's just start a new game. Okay, so we have a choice of two characters. We have Mitsuki and Rick.
I love those guns!
Who should we be?
Mitsuki! She's got two guns!
And she wants them like tonfas.
At their muse, whatever that is.
Both of them are Muse.
Also, I'm going to turn this up just a little bit because this thing has one of my favorite things in Japanese games.
I'll go over the parameters of the operation. The facility which you will be infiltrating is
Good.
Biomaterial Industries Research Laboratory number 7. It's a civilian research facility. We suspect that research taking place there is related to parasitic tissue, which was smuggled out of the National Health Research Laboratory.
The helicopter rotors feel weird in my ears.
Yeah, it actually places them weird.
Yeah, it feels wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not in the center, it's at both sides.
Yeah, it's like behind.
And retrieve the research data stored there. If
Wait, the island is tearing in the cutscene.
Eliminate
Yes.
the cause at once. We've lost contact with the DEF agent who infiltrated the facility 2 days ago. Be on your guard at all times. That is all. We will shortly be entering the airspace over the laboratory.
Roger.
God,
So-
I
so
love
yes.
when Japanese games do this.
Yes, this game has English audio, but Japanese subtitles.
Wow.
Do you know why they do that?
I believe it is a stylistic choice. Like, they
No.
are...
No, they basically, it was to save money because they never knew whether it was going to be exported. So it was like, oh, we're going to like have one set of voice actors for both versions, and then if we make a North American or European version, we don't have to re-record lines.
Right.
Okay.
And yeah, and it's very it adds something to it.
The
Exotic.
interior of the
Ooh,
facility
Americans.
is probably very well guarded indeed.
Okay, level 1.
Something about his tone just makes it sound like he's just always talking to a child.
How do we deactivate it?
The
Okay, I
quickest
hate
solution would be to
Yeah,
shut down the
it's
control
bad.
system. But we'll need a pass card for that.
Doesn't look like we're gonna have it easy.
Oh,
I'm glad these voice actors just don't understand the concept of like
Let's
tone
split up and check the place out.
inflection.
I know already.
whoop.
I hate her voice so much.
Right. I mean, it has the other advantage
Okay.
that people make excuses for it. But
Okay, so there's our gun. There's our kick.
Wait,
I
does she
think-
do a girl run?
Yep.
Ah!
oh, parasitic tissue, no!
Okay. Oh, that's our dodge roll.
Oh,
Okay,
this
so-
is awesome.
Okay, so
Camera
our
looks like a nightmare.
it controls very much. It's very much PSO camera.
Oh my gosh, she has the girl. Why does she have the girl run?
So you're just talking about, and I don't know. It's the worst.
Oh right, I forgot. This is a DualShock game.
Because she has the flailing compass. It just looks so ridiculous.
Okay, napalm. And then I think I can go back. What?
Your weapon, you. Oh, you flipped the wall there.
Army Men 3D, PS1.
I'll accept that.
Bear, have you been gambling?
Yes.
God damn it!
What is it?
Okay,
Oh,
let's.
you and your luck.
What
Look.
happened to your coworker? You had two guys come in with you. Where are they?
I think they went to a different area. But they're there.
Why would you? Oh, I guess that's them. I was thinking, why would you split up? This parasitic tissue. What?
I hate how her run just
Look at
clips
this.
into the standing animation just immediately. Like there's no transition.
What do you think?
Looks like this
Oh.
job isn't going to go down either.
What? What's this?
It's a corpse.
It's an entry card to
Oh,
get
that.
into the control center.
Looks like we can get in at least.
Man, that effect is really good.
Oh, my controller's vibrating.
Why is it coming mostly out of the right channel?
Run!
Because
The audio in this game is maybe a little fucked.
just.
I wonder how
bit.
much. I wonder how much is simulation, how much is just like the
Nothing
game.
we can do. One mistake and we're all dead.
Nothing we can do.
You're right.
God, it's amazing how flat these deliveries are.
Wouldn't they like call for backup or something?
No, fuck that.
They are the backup.
Yeah, I'm curious how the arcade game works because this is like slowly paced.
It is actually so. It's basically you're just constantly into battles, but
Right.
it very much plays like this does.
That's what I would think. I would think they just would be non-stop as opposed to, oh, go push the elevator button.
It is slightly like it has a slightly different camera, but it is very much similar.
I'll start by contacting head.
I'll check around.
Why did you skip that?
Not an accident.
That man's flat delivery gives me life.
Basically.
sounds very NES era, where they made like completely different games instead of arcade ports.
Yeah, kinda. Because I think they are like, oh hey, I like the idea of this game, but...
Mitsuki, it's me. Where are you?
I'm still in the area. I don't know how to deactivate the security system.
Well, I figured out how the security system controls work. Basically, security for each area can be deactivated by entering a passcode into the security control terminal for that area. We're going to have to find those passcodes ourselves, though. I figure the security systems from here won't be that tough.
Like, he talks
Also-
so slowly.
It's great because I can occasionally pick up a word. And I'm like, I don't think that's how...
Each room requires its own passcard.
I can't remember if area is, like, actually starts with A or the A.
Thanks.
I guess it would be just A. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this emulator, while running perfectly fine, is probably not 100% accurate.
Yeah, but a lot of these games are held together by hacks. Good, happy thoughts.
Come on. Something over here.
Fucking bubblegum and duct tape.
Okay, so you've got analog, but you don't have any control of the camera.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing I kind of noticed during Threads of Fate, is basically because I have the overlay on the screen. You can see how much I twitched, like, randomly twitch during, like, cutscenes. Whoops.
Man, you can take a lot of hits.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a...
Look out! Those boxes are filled with flash!
Oh,
I mean, I appreciate the random flasks
jeez.
you're picking up. Just like everyone in this facility could not stand being here ever.
nothing.
It's world building. Oh,
Go.
later, Daisy.
Oh, also,
Don't touch my straw.
right.
Okay, so you've got life and you have 10 of something.
That is my magazine.
Okay. You have unlimited ammo though?
No, it seems like
No,
it's
see
the
the energy?
ENG.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Okay,
think considered the UI is actually pretty alright for a PS1 game.
So I guess you have grenades, what the NPM is?
Yep, that is
Yep, that's what
my,
they call
yep.
Love these robots on fire.
Ominous music.
Oh,
That's fine. Maybe it's damaged.
See, strike.
Thanks, game.
This.
The same thing as the life form that was found in the accident 2 years ago.
which I'm going to
Resulted from
assume
the
is
same cells.
probably the Chaos
I'm
Heat.
certain of it. Larry, fix the communicator circuits.
Roddy.
What are you going to do?
Challenge to anyone
I want to check out the research facility.
plan the nostalgia for games of
Wait,
this era.
are you going in
We've
there
captured
alone?
The voice acting.
Don't worry. I know their ecology better than anyone.
But
And besides,
So
if
beautiful.
we don't act
Yeah,
now,
it's
it'll be
it's
too
gotta be
late.
hard to intentionally
My
be this
dad'll
bad.
just stay in its tube like a good boy.
I don't know. ESL.
okay.
We can communicate
I've been
with
streaming
one
Exodus
another
from the
within
Earth.
building.
That sounds like this.
I'll call when I know what's going on.
So there you go. Someone
Watch
did it, right?
yourself.
As I said, it's like the more the
You
intentionally
take care
part
of
that
those
gets me.
repairs.
There's got a really good voice actor and have them do a really shitty job. Tell them that's the direction of the game.
Watched like that video of like 50 worst voice acting moments and just
Oh well, I know how you do that. You do the Oblivion method, where you sort all of the lines by alphabetical order.
yeah, that would be a good way to help along that path.
But I don't know what the excuse was. Resident Evil 1. Like, stop! Don't open that door.
Here, take this lock because you, the master of the lock thing, should have it.
It's amazing how big the jump in voice acting was
Oh my
between Resident Evil
God.
1 and Resident Evil 2.
Well, they started hiring like professional voice actors.
Oh,
That role is very good.
That is, I don't.
Oh, the way it snaps at the end back to
Is
standing.
this how
Yeah.
animation works?
She was the right choice. This is totally amazing.
No, it's totally amazing. Is fucking this.
Hey, you found a disc.
What are these discs?
I don't know.
Like the flasks. What were the flasks?
They have like an inventory.
Yeah, I have items, so I bet you it's. Also, it's great. Okay, so you hit start and it takes you here. The thing is, except you can't like go to item or weapon, but you hit select and you can go the same thing.
God, I'm just getting
Amazing.
fucking Tomba flashbacks.
There.
Does that see a sequel to Tomba?
Ah, I
What's
see.
that? Han.
In the dark future where Tomba failed.
What is it? What is it? Han. Bin. What's memo? Swarm.
Because Tomba has two different menu buttons, but one only lets you access the items, and the other lets you access everything.
Well, so far this looks much better than Dino Crisis 3.
See, that's setting the bar so incredibly low.
I thought Dino Crisis 3 was a PS2 game.
It is.
Xbox.
It's not. It's not.
It's Xbox only.
Oh,
It's
Xbox. Well, but later gen than this.
Yes.
Whoops.
Oh, wow, that's a interesting toss.
Cat, if you bite that, I will destroy you.
Oh,
Oh,
yes!
I love this shit.
Oh.
Vaporwave operating system in the 90s.
Hell yeah.
What's in the trash? Can you like restore something from the trash?
Just, oh no, it's
Wait,
you.
wait,
Nope.
go back to the mail. There's one of them said passcode.
Please
Oh, right.
enter security code.
Notice. Level 2 passcode. About AP. AP.
Fuck you, Daisy.
Ray? I think it's Rachel, I think. Oh. Rachel Waring is apparently that person's name. Rolly.
Fuck off, you shit cat.
Sorry,
man,
I thought you might have to open it to get the passcode.
Okay, so.
Ah!
Okay, can you just go to the mail, please?
Okay.
Again, the inbox.
God.
We are farther into the future than this game. Just want to
Yeah.
clear that up.
It
Yeah,
takes
oh
place-
wow, yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't notice it takes place 4 years in the past?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but this isn't terrible. It's not like, it's not like Exodus from the Earth, which also takes place, like, 5 years in the past and already has planetary travel and colonies and stuff.
Man, I fucking wish we had sweet Tonfa guns.
I'm trying to figure out what MUSE stands for. Is it, like, Machine Electronic Weapon System or something?
No, the creator just loved cats.
Maybe. Because I know in the 90s, the Close Assault Weapon System was supposed to be the cool hotness, CAWS, but it never took off.
Yeah.
So glad you see
I
that.
want soda.
Oh, yeah.
Glug, glug,
Wait, what did
motherfucker.
what did that say? God. What was that? Hold.
Daisy, why are you like this? Glug, glug.
Also, I like how the logo for the company is the Flash logo.
Gotta see if we can find stuff in the toilet.
You did! You found
Okay,
toilet
so
Proper
Yeah.
video game.
You found toilet lore! And toilet
Why are
pop.
you drinking soda while taking a piss that defeats the purpose?
It takes time to process soda, please.
Yeah.
You're just being incredibly efficient.
I do like how the fixed camera lets them have claustrophobic layouts, because I like that's a tiny bathroom, and I appreciate that.
Just nothing I love more to do while taking a shit than drink a nice cold soda.
It's 2014, smartphones haven't been invented yet.
I mean, I'm sure.
No smartphones in 2014, time to drink a soda while taking a shit.
It's 2014, where all of our media is still CDs. Nothing will ever replace CDs.
The thing is that also what's great is the fact that we have 4 more games to take a look at after this.
Oh my god, but... Okay, I can think of one game that might top this, but yeah...
Yeah, so I think I might give this,
this entire era of games is fucking magical, and it's kind of sad that it's gone forever.
What do you mean?
Like all the weird experimentation, all the dumb shit they pulled and could pull, and it's like...
how is this experimental? It's a fixed camera, run around and shoot things.
Not just that, but just, I don't know, something about this era is
they don't...
nostalgic.
They just don't, like, make these, like, everything... you wouldn't have, like, a game kind of, like, of this formula.
I think we started plumbing Steam. I think a lot of them these days are horror asset flips, so you can see a lot of... So instead of looking this unique, where they had to make all these textures, and so this game, like, even though it's got bland gameplay, it still looks unique. It's not an obvious asset flip.
Yeah, also this game is a lot more elaborate than I was expecting it to be.
There's a certain charm to how garbage this era was, like, in a lot of ways.
Like, this kind of seems like a simple 1500 game.
Yeah.
Yeah, also I think I might be stuck.
Graphics good enough to look like something, but bad enough that you wouldn't confuse this for reality.
Basically,
this is Arcade9 put it well too. It's like this era was the perfect crossover of experimental jank and honest, awkward charm.
Yeah.
Like this
they're trying to make it look real.
Like, this is the era that had, like, that one 3D Blaster Master game. That I am kind of really curious about how that actually plays, because I've only played a little bit of it.
Well, it had an intensely garbage Frogger revival.
Right.
It's just funny how you say, like, this is like a labyrinth. It's like they're trying to have a reasonably realistic layout, like that bathroom or whatever. It hasn't devolved in the era of linear corridor gaming yet.
What am I doing? Actually, I betcha... I wonder.
One of my cats is playing with a milk ring.
Oh!
It's working. It's a progress bar.
It's connecting.
Ah, I love the internet in 2014.
Wow, good job, Lolo. You figured it out.
I'm smart.
Okay, now I understand what you guys are talking about. You're talking about Jane. That's hilarious.
You know, just occurred to me that your character is wearing fucking short, like hot pants.
Jorts.
They're not even jorts. They're like
They're George
What are the
Hotmans.
Daisy Dukes?
Yep. When you're fighting parasitic tissue, you want to expose as much thigh as possible.
It's for mobility, you see.
Hey, do you think she could roll like that if she were wearing confining pants?
I mean,
Yeah, she'd be if she was wearing
probably
pants.
less
She'd.
terrible.
I was gonna say if she was wearing pants, she'd be doing a fat roll certainly.
I just like imagine doing that roll on this cold hard metal. How that feels on your exposed legs.
Probably poorly.
I do really like her weapons.
Oh man, respawning enemies.
No, it's a different area.
Are pretty sweet.
She's got 2 guns, so I love how she just reloads by just, you know, vaguely striking against each other. That's reloading. That's not reloading.
I mean, reload.
Yeah. Look, the reloading in 2014 was really fucking advanced,
Yeah,
okay?
you gotta tap the energy button.
Because remember, the GoldenEye, basically the reload animation was you just lowering the gun on the screen. Like,
God, GoldenEye was a hot mess.
oh, right.
Why are you rewinding? Mitiki is actually low-key a time wizard.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
Her face is amazing.
This game is very good. So I feel like that was a waste of napalm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, this music is a treat.
Oh, did that not? Okay. Oh.
Oh, well, do you need
It
to
was
use
an
the
elevator.
elevator? Maybe you need to, like, interact with the actual panel.
Wait, B2 and B5. The only 2 floors you get.
Look, you can put in B4 because 4 is the number of death in Japan, okay?
Okay, but what about 3?
They just don't like 3. Oh.
Finally!
Yes!
It's William Birkin.
Wondering when you would get. No, there is. No. No. This isn't skeevy enough to be Birkin.
True.
Look, Joe, a monster!
Oh my god, they're voice acting. Yes! I love it! I'm in love.
This game is very good.
Mm-hmm.
She does
Can't
look a
believe-
lot like anime Jill Valentine.
Yeah.
Did Half-Life rip this off?
I think they did.
Man, I'd believe it.
What year is this?
Because I don't like Half-Life.
It used to go from Seattle to Japan, so they probably went there, played the game on the arcade, and were like, let's make a defining first-person shooter based on this setting.
I mean, I think KSC came out in like '97, so. Oh.
So how does it feel to shoot things?
Not terribly, actually. Like, it does a pretty good job at auto-aiming onto things, except that's kind of the more annoying thing.
Oh, okay, when you find, like, some of the taller enemies again, can you try
Chaos Break.
Yeah, I'll try. Yep, Chaos Break.
Chaos Break is 2000, and Chaos Heat, which is what this is a sequel to, is 1998.
This is a little late in the PS.
5 mail coming.
Interguard.
Life was also 98.
I like how some names are like full names and some are just like last names or first names. Like
When do
they
they
doesn't
start
have a
using
start.
internet handles for their emails? Their
I wonder if
company emails?
these are Taito staff.
Very possible.
God, that's right. I keep forgetting this is Taito.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, weird,
Taito.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, now that I think about it, no, I think, because I was thinking like G-Darius, I think, came out like 97, I think.
Okay, but are there any...
Darius was 97.
Are there any Chaos Break tracks in Groove Coaster?
I don't know. There might be.
I will say the Chaos Break Wikipedia article is not very good.
Yeah, well, this kind of sucks.
Plot: similar to Dino Crisis and Half-Life before it, with virtual camera tracking. Period. Chaos Break is essentially a third-person beat-em-up shooter game, just like its arcade predecessor, with echoes of survival horror action in areas with similarities to games such as Dino Crisis and Half-Life. It's in an abandoned biochemical facility, yada yada yada.
See, they mentioned Half-Life.
So this was inspired by Half-Life.
Oh, I think I circled around.
Maybe, kinda. It's similar. I can't seem to find any information on Chaos Heat, though.
I mean, Gordon Freeman would be a far more engaging character if he had hot pants and tonfa guns.
How do you know
Part
he
of the
doesn't?
game is made by defeating enemies, which in this case are alien parasitic life forms, mutated staff members, and laboratory security drones. Collect level clearance pass cards and data, which are CD discs.
Oh, that's very unfortunate, isn't it?
Oh, God. Also very potent as an attack, too. Yeah,
just nickel him.
Looting the corpses and lockers for health, ammo, and key items progress to the facility, and with an in-game 24-hour clock that affects some of the door's access window.
Oh, that's what it was. I saw that in the the menu, and it was like is that like a playtime clock or something else?
And Lament of Survival Horror is introduced at the computer terminals, where the player can save their game and read emails that explain some of the backstory of those who worked at the civilian research facility before the outbreak.
Condition
That's the
wrong.
Wikipedia article.
Oh.
Find the cause of an anomalous thermal reaction and find out what happened to the missing DEF agent that HQ lost contact with 2 days ago.
Oh, good. I love linear algebra.
This kind of sucks.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm just waiting for something to be in the trash.
Somebody just threw away a key plot item but forgot to empty the recycle bin.
Let's see.
I really like the description of Dino Crisis too, because reoccurring outbreaks of deadly dinosaurs, like dinosaurs are a disease or something.
Nope, I see dancing.
Did somebody send you one?
Thank you for the follow.
Somebody send you follows.
There we go.
Wait, can you open the menu real quick? Yeah, so it's like 1:23 a.m. and the clock. Yeah, it's going in real time. Can you fast forward the clock, or is it tied to the play? Does the PlayStation have its own clock?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't. We have definitely not been playing for an hour and a half.
Yeah. No, it was like around 15ish minutes ago. It was 1 hour and 7. So it's that's probably what time it is right now.
Huh. All right. Well, as much as I like to continue playing this, I'm kind of seeing that I think I need to give this game more time.
Yes, it needs more time.
Yeah, we need to, I think, kind of do more of a playthrough of this. So I am not going to rank this right now, but we are going to stop playing it right now, unfortunately, because we have other stuff that we
beat this.
Yeah, that looks really interesting. Okay, so that was Chaos Break. So the next game we're going to play is also a game. This is a game that I've known relatively nothing about. This was also a bear requested game.
I love the design.
What is this?
It is a game by Eidos and Core Design.
Since the days of our ancestors, the two great families battled, each trying to wrest control of the land from the other. But the result was always a bloody stalemate. So filled with remorse, the two warlords forged a treaty that finally brought peace to the land.
My god, they're T-posing.
No one knows from where the new darkness has come, but too quickly its dark shadow has fallen across the land.
What a beautiful design.
What the hell is this game?
You'll see in a sec.
Nope, got you so.
Even the great warlords stand powerless against this dark force, and its evil now rules where once great armies held sway. To have honor, they say, you must walk in the light. But in these times of great darkness, the choice for some is not so simple. For these souls, destiny has chosen a darker route, a route without honor. When the clouds of darkness threaten to engulf the land, these brave warriors will sacrifice all to rid the world.
God, he's got some powerful thighs.
Yeah, no.
It's not the word I'd
warriors
use.
of the shadows.
I mean, his knee's a bit fucked up looking, but...
So yes, this is Ninja Shadow of Darkness.
I hate it.
That's a very 90s name.
Also, I think I might actually have to set some real quick because, yeah, this game does not like you using a DualShock.
Oh, that's not a good sign at all.
It's the best part of the PS1 is not knowing what the DualShock will and won't work with.
Ah!
That's...
What is...
What is this fucking JoJo pose?
And Liefeld arms.
Yeah.
I see they can't draw feet.
Oh god, the chopstick font.
It's so bad.
No,
That's how we know it. It's a game about ninjas.
Turn that down just a smidge.
I love that your choices are loud, medium, or quiet.
Whether or not this is going to be a treat, it's going to be interesting for me because I've never played this game before.
Gar, I only pick the best games for streaming. These
Bullshit.
Ranking.
I mean, he request.
Oh, Jesus! What are your arms?
Just like Rob Liefeld, he can't draw hands.
Why are there treasure Get the treasure!
Okay, if you punch that bee high, will bees attack you? This is important,
God,
right? You know, it's a game design.
Are those chests breathing, or is that just the bat breathing?
Yes.
Oh my god, you're being chased by bees!
Werther!
Also, take a look at his left arm.
His arms are freakish. You missed some coins, dude.
You missed some coins. Dude!
Oh,
No,
that's
we're not getting
small.
this coins.
Ah! Oh, why do you suck so much?
Because almost like I put. Oh, whoops! I fell on fire.
Wait, this. They're not. It's not like they're torturing a peasant. It's just the guys having a barbecue.
Just kick trash for having fun.
You're the worst.
You're preventing forest fires. That's what's happening.
Are those
Can't believe
onions?
that Smokey the Bear became a ninja.
One of the bad things in this game is an onion?
Get the coins, get the coins!
Oh.
Get the coins.
No.
Ah!
Smokey the Bear teleports behind you.
Oh, I can block.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Oh, there was a squirrel over there.
What?
That was like a super.
Well,
Do you
that's
have like? Does it tell you the controls like in the pause menu or something?
Well, it's. No, it doesn't.
No. Okay, never mind.
Like this is a check the manual type
Oh.
deal, it seems.
yes.
Yes. Where's your sword? You had a sword in the intro.
I don't know.
It lies to us.
Okay.
Wow, those lumberjacks are like jacked as fuck.
Okay. I found an image
Oh,
showing the
Okay.
controls.
finally.
So R2 is magic, R1 is walk, L1 is block, L2 is smoke, movement D-pad, X is jump, square is punch, circle kick, triangle knife.
Oh, okay.
That knife looks great. Oh, do you have infinite knives? Oh, that's great.
Oh my god, this game is a sequel.
Wait, what?
Let me
A
check.
sequel? A sequel to what? Can you
Oh
please
wait,
call?
no.
Oh, what? Fucking no,
No.
no.
I apologize. I am mistaken.
Oh, what?
Haha, I suck shit, fucker. Wait, don't forget that you do have a block button. Which is L1.
Yep.
God, his upper body is so much bigger than his, like, breath.
It's because he skipped leg day.
Oh wow, this is a core design game.
Yep.
Yep.
Gameplay. The player character can combat enemies with hand-to-hand moves, magic spells, or weapons such as swords and throwing star that appear as item pickups. You get one throwing star.
Ooh, we fell off the edge.
Yeah, don't fall off the edge yourself.
And you can block axes. That's pretty hardcore. What is going on in the field?
I think it's like a blade trap.
I love to grow blade traps in my farm field.
I think that's a checkpoint.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Oh, bear traps.
Fucked up.
Oh wow, that did.
God, the traps in this game are so stupid and I love it.
Oh wow.
Can you block the fucking spinning blade?
Oh,
Oh,
probably not.
I'm gonna say no.
Well,
No.
let's see. No. Back. Damn it.
You'll get it one day, Time Wizard.
What does
Made it.
smoke do?
The bear trap reset. Oh my god, this is the best game
Oh.
ever.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I have to.
There's no end to the bullshit.
I have to unbind, or I have to turn up rewind for me to do that. Oh.
On the bright side, you still have 3 more.
Nope. I couldn't tell that was a bear trap because it looked at the ground. Oh no.
Smoke bomb them.
Oh wow, that's actually really potent.
Oh.
Wow, that's like a
It
screen.
killed them. That's amazing.
Was that fan a checkpoint?
Yeah.
This game looks like it feels awful.
That you'd be correct.
Well, it's analog controls, right?
No.
No, it's the-
Oh, sorry.
It's
It's
D-pad.
digital controls. It's D-pad. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's all
sounds-
D-pad.
Wait.
Oh, it just teleports you, it doesn't reset the state of the game.
That's a little unusual. Ooh, goblets. Ninjas love goblets.
It's true.
It's my favorite import.
Okay.
As we all know, ninjas love nothing more than treasure.
Okay, do you see the bear traps?
Yes, I see the bear traps.
Fucked up that bear trap found a game so full of bear traps.
Yeah, but it might have a sword.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, where's our sweet Hanzo steel?
Fantastic.
No, just wow.
Thanks,
Oh.
game.
Oh, God.
Suck shit, loser.
What is this game?
Oh, I love the traps in this game.
So what is the bar in the lower right?
I don't know actually. Is it
Is
me?
that your magic meter?
No. It's probably... Oh, it is.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like the level of your magic?
Has a skull and axe rolls, or
I think it's like the level of your magic, because it increased when you picked the scroll.
Yeah, because previously it was like the fan of knives.
Mm-hmm.
This game is really dumb.
I like how paranoid you are now around chests. It's great.
I would have played the crap out of this. I gotta be honest. This is
Yeah, this looks like...
all the time.
This looks super funny to play. Oh god!
God damn it, asshole game.
So frightened by that fucking crab, you didn't notice the abyss.
Smoke on the crab, smoke on the crab.
See, that's what I love with this old school jank. Like a modern game would have like a cutscene or a big introduction. Nope, giant enemy crab.
Giant crab. A crab weak to smoke bombs.
Who isn't weak to smoke bombs?
True.
Vapors.
People without asthma.
Yeah.
Oh god, does that crab have an asthma? I'm so sorry.
Okay, so I just like.
Okay,
the
I guess
idea
we're gonna have
now-
to do this legit.
I just
Oh,
like
wow.
the idea now of using a smoke bomb.
That's what you get for playing it legit. Never underestimate a crab.
So the idea of you using a smoke bomb, throwing it down, and a dude's like, "That's pathetic," and then just whips out his really elaborate vape rig.
Oh god, it screams.
Oh, it screams! Yes.
It's really good. This game.
Oh no.
This game is great.
Oh my
I-
god, fish! You're being killed by fish!
I just love like how tonally you'd never get away with a game like this now. Like a
What,
like just like here's a serious ninja story about like a country besieged by demons and interwar conflict. It's like just dumb platformy shit.
Anyway, you get attacked by giant crabs and small fish.
Wait, is that an invincibility?
Yeah, and he doesn't have the key.
Oh, you wasted it.
Good job.
Isn't that just Ninja Gaiden? Isn't Ninja Gaiden exactly like this?
I feel like Ninja Gaiden is somehow less insane.
Okay, that works. Oh!
Oh!
What is this fucking game?
What the hell was that?
That was alive. It had wings and flew away.
Because
know
fuck
what?
you, I guess. This game is beautiful and I love it.
Okay, maybe
This
there's
is probably the best game you've ever ranked, to be honest.
I'm going to disagree with that. Oh, here. Oh, hey.
Oh, look, see? It told you it's the best game you've ever ranked.
Alright, now he's got the key.
Okay, also, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this.
Are you save stating?
No, I'm turning rewind back on.
Smoke him.
I can't, because that's my rewind key.
How useful is the block button?
I mean, it seems like it blocks everything. Well,
Yeah,
everything.
you don't have chip damage.
He took some chip damage from the knives.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Took chip damage from something.
Didn't look like he did.
Oh, pick up the question mark.
I got it. It's 500 points.
Ah, you're learning. You expected that trap.
Okay.
God, I gotta stream this. This looks hilarious. I've only ever seen this game as a kid, but I've never actually played it.
Okay, now, okay, that's going backwards.
Up left. Yeah, up left. Yes!
Wow, God hates ninjas.
It's Final Fantasy X all over again. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Okay, no.
Don't worry, lightning never strikes twice in the same place.
I love this.
That's what it does.
This is exactly the kind of game you have footage of in some 90s television show to communicate video game.
Basically.
This is what non-gamers think video games are.
And who wants to try to prove them wrong?
To be fair, if all games were like this, it would be pretty fucking rad. Imagine playing like FIFA and then lightning strikes you.
So say, haven't a couple of soccer players actually died because they got struck by lightning, like in an actual game?
I actually don't know that.
Okay, bad news, Lolo, you're not doing too well in the speedrun stats. You're supposed to be able to finish this in 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Excuse me?
I got my sword.
You can beat the game in 3 minutes?
No, this level in 3 minutes.
Oh, I was very... Don't walk in the fire.
Trying not to.
You can beat this game in 3 minutes.
I don't know, maybe there was some credits glitch like in Mario World.
Yeah, the entire game, 100% it looks like it's about half an hour. If you speedrun it. According to speedrun.com.
Smoke one, smoke one.
Yeah, let's just...
Yeah, fuck them up.
I do think it's hilarious, like they're not oppressing anyone, they're just having dinner.
Okay, but I love how you're wielding that sword.
It is very good.
What, Earth Grip?
Oh.
this is good. I like this. Oh, you coward! You absolute coward!
I only have one more
That
life
you
left.
are.
Oh.
Ah, bear traps.
You
How did you get hit?
Because I was trying to jump and I... Oh, God.
You fuck loser.
I love the slapstick ninja comedy.
So the trap goes off when you get near it, not when you open it.
Yeah.
Some traps are when
Unless
you.
it's like an explosive chest.
What?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Just when are we gonna open a chest that spawns death?
We're gonna
This isn't Gauntlet. Oh no.
Leave the opener alone. What the fuck, man?
Fucked up. Kill the bunnies.
No.
Oh, you want to kill the bird, but you won't kill the bunnies. You fuck.
They're too low.
Can't reach that low.
How low
You
can you
can't
go?
bend over in those tight pants.
Like honestly, I would just like use the smoke bomb all the time.
Well, you only have a limited amount. Like, that was my last one.
Yeah, he's out.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, just use it whenever. Like, don't be like, oh, what if I need it for another group of enemies?
What if you need it for another giant?
Holy shit!
This is so good.
What the fuck?
Oh, good. Now I had to rewind off. That's it. That's it.
No, that's the perfect place to end it. Like, let's be real. Just put ASS like it deserves. We need to as a naughty words filter.
Oh.
God, I hope it does.
Wow, that was amazing.
This game is a gift.
Okay, it doesn't
Oh, it
apparently.
doesn't.
Oh, you can continue.
Oh, it
you have
has
to-
limited continues too.
Okay, but yeah, it's got limited continues, but let's see where the continue leaves us first of all.
Yeah, it might be like a
Press start.
checkpoint. Yeah, let's see if it's a checkpoint or start level.
Okay, it is a checkpoint.
It's a checkpoint. There you go.
Okay,
You can
let's-
turn on rewind now, you coward.
Oh, good. The tree's still.
Yeah. Wow. That's really weird.
It's literally the same as dying. Wow, it's an instant kill.
It's a fucking tree. What did you expect?
So I'm surprised you didn't rewind.
I just want to let that one go.
And they
Oh.
stay down. It doesn't. That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't reset the state of anything.
I mean, it's kind of cool, but weird.
Yeah, it's not uncommon. I think this game is hilarious.
Yeah, this game has
I
a
would've
charm
played
to it.
This is like the ninja version of Inferno Climber.
No, no, I would still hard.
This game, unlike Inferno Climber.
This is way more fun than Inferno Climber.
Yeah, this is actually like has me smiling.
This is also funny and not painful.
Except when you're playing it.
Oh come on, it's still hilarious.
Oh, it is.
Why did we never get a sequel to that? Why didn't this become a franchise?
Because this game kind
Because
of
they're too busy working on Tomb Raiders. Why?
They were literally too busy working on Tomb Raider.
That too.
It was making so much money, and they destroyed the entire company with Tomb Raider. Okay, see, now we're in video game land, because, like, that... What even is that?
Okay, we haven't already been with all the stupid traps?
Mm-hmm.
The nonsensical floating islands.
Also, this isn't a real video game, there's nothing behind the waterfall.
There was
no,
before.
There was a chest.
Fuck.
I guess this is your key.
Yeah, probably.
Oh wow, that just killed you. I would have thought it would have sent you back to the
Not gonna
to the
rewind
below
that?
level.
No, I'm gonna let that one leave.
God, this game is a mess.
Yeah, but everybody stays dead. That's so weird.
gonna hit eventually.
I have my doubts, but okay.
Yeah, they're blocking. Yeah, smoke bombs back though. When you die, it recharges. So you can smoke bomb.
Or just kick him off the ledge.
There you go.
I hope there is at least one spot in this game where it has this elaborate obstacle course for you to get to a single chest and adjust its booby.
We already saw that.
No, that was a regular trap, not the actual chest beam.
No, there was a chest that was surrounded by 7 bear traps and it just had a 10-point coin in it.
Ah, okay. Okay, I want to see
This game is
more
amazing.
of that. I think requesting this game to be ranked is my greatest contribution to this stream series.
What is up with the muscles on his back?
Oh, jeez.
What is he supposed to be?
A mess.
You're
Oh, wait,
turning
turn it
rewind
off?
off?
Yeah, so I can just do this.
Wow,
What-
the smoke bomb's such a kick.
Why can you do
Into
the smoke
it.
bomb every one? Oh my god, look at the shuffle to the side.
So I wonder if when he does that fireball, if you stick close enough, he won't actually hurt you.
You can't bind rewind to the analogs?
I could, but that would take a while. Okay. Okay, you need to not be caught in a...
Punch this guy in the dick.
Just repeatedly punch him in the dick. Just endless dick punching.
him
Also,
so
wow, you do
fucking hard in
fuck
the
all
dick.
for damage. How much does knifing in the dick do?
Oh, let's see. Oh, wow, that does a lot of damage. Jesus.
Not much better, it seems. Whack.
I wonder if you can like get him stuck to just like turning and doing nothing else.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do.
Well, those gone in something like that.
Except one problem. God damn it.
It's hitting him?
Oh,
Just fucking trips you.
Can't wait for this guy to become a regular enemy.
You're like 3 minutes, dude. You're supposed to be the whole level.
Jesus.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, God.
That's nice that he flashes when you hit him.
Ooh.
Got the money. What?
Oh, I can't wait for this to become a horrible
Oh
racial
my-
stereotype.
Man, now I wish a certain song was playing.
Ultimate Sword!
Ooh, get the mystery item! Get the mystery item! Mystery box.
I don't have enough.
God damn it, you're
Damn.
fucking poor.
What kind
What
of
is
power-ups can you get?
Oh my god, you have to buy your
No, you
save
don't.
game?
No, you just have to
Oh, okay.
save.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't apparently... Oh. Wow.
That heals for dick.
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
can only heal once.
Okay.
The rice
Also,
healed you way more.
I think that is enough of that game.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, I think that belongs on the resist list.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Well, it definitely goes above the original Mega Man. I would probably put it above the original Castlevania.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The original
I wouldn't.
Castlevania.
Okay.
I would probably put... I'm actually thinking in between Wendy Every Which Way and Magical Taru Tukun.
Sure.
I do not remember what that second one is.
Do you remember the game with the tongue? The Game Freak game? It was a Genesis based on anime. You transformed. You were a little kid.
Oh, okay.
With the demon boss kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking in between that. Shadow of Darkness. Episode 74. That came out... Oh, when did that come out? Ninja... Shadow of Darkness. 98. 98. Sign. PSX. Action game. What kind of tone would we give that? Almost atonal, kind of.
It was pretty straight.
Yeah, it was unintentionally goofy, but it was playing it all shit pretty straight.
Yeah, it's the goofiness comes from the player, not the game.
Yeah, because I mean, like they bothered to have the guys like eating lunch, and the traps, even though they're goofy rolling things, it's like most of it looked pretty pure. It looked like it made more sense than Ninja Gaiden. I'm just gonna say that.
I suppose.
Like you're not being followed around by a pink ninja who's throwing flowers at you to explain all the traps.
Right. I don't think the sound was really anything to write home about. Wasn't terrible. Like go see. Styling also I'd kind of say is kind of meh.
Yeah, I would agree with all that. Like it looked like generic game.
Feel was also kind of meh. History.
It's like an E or F. No one's heard of this.
I'm thinking E. It has a Wikipedia article. Age, I'm going to put C because just give you a hint. In about 2 weeks, that's not going to mean anything. And approach, I'd say C.
I probably would have played the crap out of that on my PS.
Yeah, I would play like this all the way. Not gonna lie.
I would have played a bunch of it and then quit when I fucking hit a wall, basically.
Like this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like this is the video game equivalent of fast food. Like, might not taste great, but sometimes you just just wanna eat it.
I would have rented the game and said this was pretty cool, but I wouldn't have rushed or to finish it or double rent it.
Sometimes you just wanna consume trash.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it was better that compare that to Chaos Break or whatever, where we're wandering around aimlessly through corridors, not knowing what to do. I don't think we ever had an incident like that.
Yeah, I didn't, but yeah. Well,
but
it's
also
Chaos Break seemed like a bit of a better game, but that one was a lot more charming.
I think it shows a transition in style because that was very more arcadey, but then we're getting to wander around aimlessly and enter passwords era of video game. It's transitional.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what else do we? Yeah, what else do we have for transitions today?
Well, we have this game that's coming up right now.
Yeah,
this is definitely a game that Bear requested.
God, just bears requesting things left and right.
I've been requesting things the entire past year, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're good at gamble, and I hate it.
Also, he hosts me.
That's
Yeah.
true, but also gamble.
Hint, everybody. Host Lolo.
I host nobody. You can't stop me.
Bandai before Namco. CyberConnect
God.
4.
Fucking CyberConnect is a treat.
I've never heard of them.
7 years ago.
Dude, they've done a lot of shit.
Like this.
I lost
Like
what I
Dot
believed in. Each time I went into battle, another piece of my soul died. I'm the mere
but in
shell of a
space.
man now.
Wasn't it
Nothing more
CyberConnect
than
that did
a killing
Oscar's Wrath?
machine.
But yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, this is beautiful.
This game is
They
fucking amazing.
They bomb silently.
Oh my god, it's Devil May Cry in space.
Come in, Utah.
Starring Dante
There's a
from
target
Devil
in
May
your immediate
Cry.
proximity.
Absolute
It has a marker on
evening.
it, so assault teams, destroy all enemy anti-aircraft weaponry. But that's impossible. There are still targets remaining. Destroy every one of them.
There are no targets. Destroy the targets.
Man, I forgot about how
Some elaborate game that will determine
forgot about how
the fate of the
misleading
world,
this
that
intro is.
I know.
Can we play this game instead?
Then which player is going to
Damn.
be fortunate enough to checkmate fate, I wonder?
But yes.
Fate?
This is Silent Bomber.
Why is it named after a fart?
No, that's silent but deadly, Jesus.
But yeah, Silent Bomber, it's a game that came out in 1999. Also, I just realized I need to probably set this to a DualShock controller.
There was nothing silent or bombing about that.
Also, I just want to say, these menus are great.
Yeah,
Those are nice
so
menus. Wait, go back. You have M Liquid.
Yes, you do.
yeah, so your buddy Bear here actually didn't help me in this game.
Yes.
I may
Bear
have been
did
in it.
Yes.
Wait, you have
Aren't
key
you
button. You have button binds for M Liquid and Explode. I've got to see this.
So, I am going to actually skip the tutorial so I can describe it during gameplay, because that takes a little bit longer than I kind of want to spend.
Yeah,
It's
the
nice that it
tutorial
has
is
it.
just plot. The tutorial is plot, actually.
What's this
Yeah, the
place?
tutorial is amazing plot.
It's an enemy stronghold.
Well, then you're going to have to
Burn
play
down
it to
the
see it.
entire installation.
Okay,
Roger.
no, it actually is straight into it. Alright.
Okay.
Tonight's
So,
theme is
you would be doing this for the tutorial, like this plot it is giving you.
Those are...
Like, you would
But
be
I
the
thought there
one
were soldiers
bombing
in
all
here.
these buildings.
These people are civilians!
how can he tell from
Calm
burned
down,
corpses?
Also,
you
what's going
know.
on with
Burn
the audio?
everything to the ground.
I think it's might be cutting a little bit for these cutscenes.
But...
That's
Little is an
order.
understatement.
Understood, sir.
Hold
I
on,
think
let
I
me-
need to refresh the side stream.
No, it's
That's-
doing that on. It's doing the actual that for me too.
Okay. Yeah, so they call him the Silent Bomber, but he talks a shitload.
I'm about to say he doesn't shut up.
Yeah, welcome to this game.
Also, apparently tonight's theme is people with goofy arms.
Well, I can't believe you didn't catch that and name the episode that way.
Every day I
Mom's notoriously known for being silent.
7 years.
But yeah, so like if you'd done the tutorial, you would have gone through bombing a bunch of buildings and vehicles, and then come to find out.
Utah, are you
You were
there?
bunch of
Killing
civvies.
You set the autopilot, right?
Yeah.
Then get down here to the lander.
I try to forget the nightmare.
I just didn't realize that they still kept that in despite skipping the tutorial.
We'll be in Dante's security.
We gotta provide
room soon.
plot for our
Friend
Bill
or
buddy
foe is
Utah.
FOF.
Utah
Our ship will
Fate,
transmit
by the
this
way.
code to get past
That's
those
his last
sensors.
name.
Then 6 assault teams will infiltrate.
Get it? Checkmate Fate.
Providing we can get that close, of course.
Our codes are flawless.
Ah!
If we can really trust these codes, shouldn't they have sent in a crack military unit or something? Don't you think, Utah?
My only duty is to destroy my designated target. I'm concerned with nothing else.
The state of Utah is
Boy,
here.
you just can't wait to start blowing things up, huh? Get this straight. We're here to save Hornet. Safeguarding our planet is the objective.
Excuse me. So
Can
we're
you
merely
spot the
pawns in
villain?
Some elaborate game that will determine the fate of the world, is that it? Then which player
Oh my
is
God,
going
even
to be
curious.
fortunate enough to checkmate
Yes!
fate,
I know, it's so good!
We are entering Dante's security zone.
He also uses the same weapon as Yuta, but he only has one bracelet. It's
I love it. It's just
Transmit
put a
access
texture
code.
on it. His locks of hair in the front of his ears is longer than the rest of his hair. I've never seen that.
I'm getting us out of here!
You didn't think they'd shoot at you?
Look, nobody said that these prisoners were very bright.
Assault teams, launch capsules.
Okay, so here's about to start the here's the actual gameplay. Whoops, accidentally hit the thing. Wait, what? Oh, right. Okay.
There's an E-chip. An
Feel that drum and
hidden
bass.
in that box located in front of you.
Okay.
Let it flow through you.
Okay, so you place bombs with X, and you can blow them up with triangle. I believe, is it you hold down? Yeah, you hold down. You can if you lock onto an enemy, you will place the bomb on them. Ropes.
And those E-chips you were picking up are very important, actually.
Yeah, E-chips are vital because those are your upgrades.
And there is our M liquid. Basically, it is a kind of a power-up that you can use to enhance your bombs. Like if I placed a thing there.
Yeah, so basically, M liquid is like your special bomb, and there are 3 special types. They each have their particular uses.
The
And you
has
can
generators on either
upgrade
side.
stuff using
Destroy
E-chips and
them.
then effects, like how many bombs you can set, how far you can set them, and how much health you have.
Do your own explosions hurt you?
Yes. You can also stack bombs in the same spot to make a more powerful explosion.
Right.
So that's a number above them. So if you aim at somebody, if you hold the bomb button, it'll be like a rate.
Yeah, like right there.
So this is Edgy Bomberman before Edgy Bomberman.
This is a lot different than Bomberman, honestly.
Nearby.
Yeah.
This is actually
with a marker.
once things start to get moving and get more upgrades. It's very arcadey and actually pretty
Lander is
fast.
heavily damaged.
Right, because you're not
Damn it,
manipulating
talk about
the
bad
grams.
luck.
Yeah,
Machino, quit complaining.
it's actually really good. Like it's deceptively good given the plot.
Tim, stop your
Subtitle font is nice.
But we won't last that long in
Yeah,
this
it is a good font. Also, the fact that
You
they give
wanna-
the fact that they give subtitles to begin with is also very nice.
You should break those brown crates on the left. They usually contain stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Where else is stuff?
Yeah. So that's basically an EMP. And I think you use the L sticks to switch. Yeah.
There.
The paralysis liquid is probably the most powerful upgrade.
The music is awesome.
Feel that thumping beat. Yeah, it's so good. Like, the plot's dumb as hell, the CGI looks like crap, but the game itself is actually really good.
Yeah. So the plot, by the way, is like your group is basically a group of convicts that the war criminals that the military just said, and like, okay, you're gonna do this because you're expendable. So everybody except the commander of your team is an ex-con.
Including you, Yuta. Tried for war crime. And yeah, you're trying to infiltrate this ship that is going to destroy your entire planet.
Also, the ship itself is like the size of a minor planet.
Yup.
Seems reasonable.
Oh, God
God,
damn.
I love the track of this game. But yeah, once you get more upgrades, the game gets pretty crazy because you can set something like 10 bombs super far distance.
Yeah, like as I said, it starts to flow a lot better too.
Wanna show off the other bombs?
Sure, let's see, so... Oh.
Ah, this bomb, the best bomb.
Oh.
It's a massive black hole.
Oh, okay. And then...
Yeah, so paralysis is a bit of a misnomer, as Bear said. It's more like an EMP.
It's basically an I win button against most boss fight.
And then napalm is obviously what it is.
Oh, you have more boxes on your right.
Also, the explosions in this are
I keep on thinking that those
satisfying.
are just parts of the scenery.
No, yeah. You also have a double jump, which is like a dash.
Oh, okay, that's what it did, yeah. Right. Because I'm like, didn't you have a dash too?
Yeah, that's like, it's very useful.
Looks like all the anti-aircraft
Can you
weaponry
box
in this
at any
area is out
point?
of commission.
Between
what?
levels.
The area designated with a marker is the next place
Okay, it
you
is.
should go.
Yeah, another
Follow
box
the
in like
marker
the ship.
and proceed ahead.
Right. To the right.
That's right.
Yeah, all the way to the right. Right and then down.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, they don't pop out too much in this area, but
Oh yeah, it does.
in later maps they do. So, you see now you have like 3 bombs capacity. I think it applies to each ships automatically in the level, but then you can like pick how you want to apply them between levels.
Oh, okay.
So about those EMP bombs.
Yeah. And now you can just go wild.
Well, except for that.
Remember you can also stick bombs to enemies.
Okay.
So basically, once it locks onto an enemy, you can start mashing the button, and it'll like stack up as many bombs as you place.
Oh, except for that.
Yeah, if you move it, breaks the lock on.
Oh. Damn it. Wait. Damn it.
This shouldn't be too difficult, and you already have a lot of health, so you'll be fine. The game only really gets hard, like, in the last quarter.
You know what the soundtrack
Nice.
reminds me a bit of?
What?
Mindhander.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Target has been destroyed.
I haven't been able to raise Benoit.
Just with
Are
less
you
rap.
picking him up?
No.
I see. At any rate, let's look for a way in.
So, not as good.
It's true, the Iron Hander soundtrack is a tough act to beat.
Is there anything? Are there any crates?
I don't think you can leave the arena, so that's it.
No, okay. Damn.
You got the D.
This game is extremely strict about its ranking. So if you go to... Yeah, you should probably say... If you go to E unit, you'll see the upgrade system of the game.
Okay.
God, I'm just remembering all the plot beats of this game now, and it's
So-
very good.
So yeah, you see like it automatically put all 3 E-chips in your bombs, and you can like move it to anything you want of the 3, and the cost increases the more stuff you stack in.
Okay,
So-
probably bomb
Yeah.
probably be the most probably.
Yeah. You want bomb in range until you reach a level that has a lot of enemies, and then you
Nothing
probably
else
want
or
to put
so.
stuff in shield. But yeah, you can basically take all your points and rearrange them however you want before a mission. So yeah, boxes on the right. Like the only problem with it is that the E-chips are missable, and if you miss them, too many of them, you're kind of at a disadvantage.
So blow everything up. Got it.
Basically. Also, since we won't be getting that far, this game has an unlockable multiplayer.
It seemed like is the VR arena.
Yeah.
It gave me the option from the start.
Okay. So at the start, I think you only have one character. But you have if you go down there, you see the data chip. Yeah, that unlocks characters.
Oh, okay.
And you can pick a lot of the bosses and enemies from this game, and other characters, and even a character from a different game.
What game?
What was the name for a bit of that game with the cat tank?
The game with the
Oh wait, is it Tail Concerto?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, you can unlock a character from that game.
Oh, so is it just Waffle, or is it going to be?
It's the cat.
What is it?
It's the cat tank, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's probably going to be. Oh, I forgot what their names were.
But that's the hardest character to unlock, so you probably won't see it in this.
They were literally called the Bad Cats game.
Oh yeah, but I think it was like Chocolat and something like that.
Also, you're fighting the best character in this fucking game. That guy in yellow is a super angry, recurring, inept villain.
He blew off his heart.
You just signed your death warrant! You're dead! Count on it!
But Tail
You
Concerto.
got it, dude.
Tail Concerto.
Don't exit yet! Don't exit yet! Don't exit yet! Ah!
Oh right.
Yeah, you have stuff to break.
What's up, Lola?
I also say Tail Concerto is another game that I need to take a look at.
Yeah, it's very good.
I think I had some stuff in the hallway.
Like, I had a lot of fun playing it, and I kind of regret not finishing it on the stream.
Yeah, you're gonna have to block the whole stream for that.
I'm picking up a high-level energy signature ahead. It's gonna fire. Get out of there.
But
Good.
Yeah, so that yellow shield, that's basically universal mechanic in the game, where if you see an enemy with that, you can't set or harm them with a bomb.
right. Also,
Yeah, you can set like damage over time stuff as well. Oh, it does paralyze it. Okay. I forgot whether it did or not. The Napalm fire hurts you, by the way. Basically anything you do can hurt you. Nice job.
Lieutenant, come in.
The explosions are so satisfying.
They've been shot down.
is there anything here?
No, I don't think there is. I think there's only like one boss arena in the game that maybe has stuff.
That's my Utah.
Benoit?
I was watching you fight, observing the man in action. You truly do belong on a battlefield.
What is that supposed to mean?
You'll find out eventually. We'll meet again.
I'm sure Benoit is not a bad person.
Yeah, he seems on the level.
We need we'll meet again. We work for the same army, the same unit.
Okay.
Just supposed to be working together, but everyone's doing their own shit. It's true, Axe. The D stands for Damazing.
Actually, you know what?
What? You're telling me that Hornet assault teams got on board the ship? All right. Go to alert level yellow. Eliminate the intruders immediately. Just what do those fools think a handful of sorry two-legged worms can do against the Dante?
What?
You heard him.
Come in, Utah! Do you read me? Utah! Utah!
You don't have to scream, I can hear you. You should have contacted me immediately.
I love it. I love it.
We had our hands full shaking off enemy units in a ship that's shot full of holes!
All I want from you is a status report, not a sob story.
Those voice flaps are really good.
Every assault team except for us has been wiped out. I've lost contact with Benoit too.
Hello.
Tim and John are repairing the lander. Meanwhile, Machino and I are attempting to hack into their system.
Gonna hack the
In order
internet.
to pull that off, the system would have to be temporarily distracted. That's where my expertise comes in, right?
Just gonna blow shit up.
The energy plant should be just beyond this area. Your current position is over 100 kilometers
So in
away
general,
from your initial planned entry.
the levels all have like
Need to
very
use your
unique
lander again to
layouts.
get there.
And there are a few like visual versions because you can play areas like the sewers, lab, laboratories, and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure all the bosses are unique.
Yep. No, like this game's actually really good at keeping shit fresh.
Yeah, you had a box down there, by the way.
Yep, I see that.
And in terms of objectives, almost all of them are break a thing. There are a few protect a thing, and there is, I think, 1 or 2 time missions. But like, it's never really that difficult to do any of those like secondary objectives. The only time this game gets really fucking hard is the final boss.
Tyrion Bear did an LP of this game. So that might be it.
Yeah.
I am a champion of Silent Bomber. I recommend this game to everybody.
You scored like ass.
Yeah, I don't score much. But I appreciate it, okay?
Your
He's
last
the only
bear
one who does.
scored. But yeah, no, this game is fucking great.
Also, if you want a cool maneuver, one thing you can do is you can dash in the air, and while you're sliding on the ground, you can mash bomb set, and you'll just like sell line of bombs like a badass. Well, and if you don't fall into a wall, that is. Yeah, like that. And that gets really fucking good when you have like 6 bombs at least.
God, I love the gravity bombs so much.
They're super silly. I love them.
Yeah, they're maybe not the most functionally useful compared to the napalm and the paralysis, but goddamn if they ain't fun. Showing that dash.
It's fun.
I mean, I guess, Tyrion.
Alright, that should be good.
Take out all energy condensers in this area. I'll begin hacking when the energy supply to the
Oh, good, now at 4.
system has stopped.
Essentially, this game is just blow everything up, and that's it. You never do anything else in this game. You're just blowing people and things up.
It's a really neat arcade game about blowing shit up.
And there's around, I think, 22 or 24 missions, and they're all about like the same length. There's maybe 1 or 2 that's a bit longer. Also, fun fact, you can blow up reinforcement reinforcement vehicles before they actually spawn stuff.
Also, the plot is really good.
Has a lot of character development.
And a lot of chess metaphors.
Yes. It loves its fucking chess metaphors. I believe you can also ledge grab if you want to go to the upper floor and collect stuff.
Oh,
because
okay.
you got a lot of collectibles up left.
Oh yeah, paralysis liquid.
Yeah, I think the red containers might always be a chip, like a data chip or an E-chip, but I'm not sure. It's been a while. I should like stream this again. This is a really good game.
Yeah.
Also, random bit of trivia. All non-first print runs of this game, the European version of it, basically soft lock near the end of the game, so you can't complete them.
Amazing. Oh, that's right. You had that issue with the LP, didn't you?
Yep, that's why I had to like
Hurry up
resell
and
the
destroy those
LP.
condensers, Utah.
Whoa, what a game.
And they say that the era of patching video games is like too annoying, and games used to ship perfectly.
God, that just reminds me of there was a game on the NES called Destiny of the Emperor, which was an RPG that's basically set on like Romance of the Three Kingdoms property. The thing with it is that there was an item that was required to beat the game, and there was a bug that basically sometimes it just doesn't spawn. And the only way to resolve it is to restart the game. This was about 15 hours into the game.
Nice.
And there was no guarantee that the reset would fix it?
No, it's just if your save didn't have that item spawned, you're just screwed.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like restarting...
Yeah, you could have a second...
Oh yeah, it could also not spawn again.
Oh, great. No, that's good.
Consider the fact that DK64 had to ship at a cost with like the expansion pack in 64 because there was a weird bug that they could just not figure out how to fix otherwise. So if you happen to get like a secondhand copy of DK64 and you don't have an expansion pack, your game is very likely to just get a game-breaking bug where it will stop working.
Yeah, I honestly really don't understand the patch argument just because it's there to benefit you.
Yeah.
The main argument is that games intentionally ship with more bugs because they think they can patch them later.
No.
Okay, my 2 cents on this is, so let's say you want to buy Bloodborne, a modern game, for $60.
Mm-hmm.
It has game-breaking bugs on the disc. You have to download a patch to make it work. What's going to happen when they stop posting those patches?
I mean, like when they remove the PlayStation Store?
Well, or just remove Bloodborne from the PlayStation Store.
Removed games from the PlayStation Store still can be patched, and still can be re-downloaded.
Okay. So the physical media that I bought for $60, why did I buy that?
I mean, that can be said about all games, not ones that need to be patched.
But that's the problem with the policy of patching. It's that they released Bloodborne and it's broken out of the box. Because it's broken out of the box. You have to patch it as day 1 patches.
Also,
well,
there's lots of old games that were physical only that were completely busted. Like,
I mean,
right.
I mean, the thing, the basically the time between a game is shippable, as in you should like wrap it up, and it actually is available to the public is between 3 and 6 months, because you have to lock down stuff, you have to send for certification for disc printing, distribution, and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, well, these days dev time is ridiculously long. Remember when we made fun of Daikatana for taking 4 years to develop a single game?
Well,
that's so long.
That also is one situation. I mean, there's been multiple that have lasted probably outside of scope, but that's more of a...
Right. But...
there's a PSP game that is unbeatable on a leap year, and it cannot be patched. And it wasn't detected until a leap year happened.
Right, but I'm just wondering what the logic here is. It's like, so our only 2 choices are bugs that can be patched later and games that are just bugs. Those are our only 2 choices.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright.
And bugs are inevitable, and also games have gotten a shitload more complicated.
Yeah.
They have gotten a lot more complicated. Well, that's why, of course, really just the physical media is dead. Like,
and I still prefer to own physical just because I like to have it, but yeah, no, it's...
The big example was the last Tony Hawk game. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Well, that...
Yeah. where they were going to lose the license, so literally all the game is just a downloader for the patch. Which is no longer available because the game's been removed.
So I think I'm going to save that there, and I think we've kind of seen what this game has to offer.
Yeah, you've seen the loop. You've seen the basic loop.
This game looks pretty good. I'm amazed at how limited a palette it has, but I can still tell what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
No, it's a very good game. Like, it's surprisingly good.
Also open OW open world. So yeah, I think that's a good spot to rank it. Because we've seen...
The Dante report. Yes! Oh, I love it!
So, that one also is going on the Resist category.
I should go very high, personally.
Yeah, let me scroll up a little bit. Because we put Skyblazer that high, which I don't remember doing that, but yeah, I mean, it was a good game.
And I would personally put it over Trio the Punch.
So you're thinking it should go on Mastercraft?
Yes! No, Silent Bomber is incredible. What do you think, Bear?
I think Silent Bomber is one of the best, like, PS1 games.
Yeah, no,
I would play it above Mega Man 2.
Like, Silent Bomber is one of those games with a very, like, unique mechanic in terms of, like, you don't have any game that plays like this with bombs. Like, there's this Bomberman, but everything else is, like, you know, a shooter or a platformer of that era. And it just, like, it's really weird to me that no indie has just taken this game and remade it.
I mean, also, you saw, like, the gameplay, like, starts to get faster and sort of flows a lot better.
It actually reminds me of, there was, one sec. There was I don't know if Hudson intended it as an offshoot, but there is a game that Hudson put out very similar to Bomberman called Bomber King. Came over here as Robo Bomber, or Robo Warrior, I believe, which is kind of almost a prototype of what this game has to offer, where you're basically, your main attack is to lay bombs, and basically that is, like, it almost plays like a very slow version of this. And it is kind of interesting that, yeah, not a lot of games do that kind of thing. So this almost seems like, and completely unintentionally, like a very advanced version of that. Which I can definitely get behind, because Bomber King could be better than it is. But yeah. I mean, the fact that, and also the fact that it's Mega Man 2 is just, there's something about, but then again, it's that game is not the perfect angel that I think, well, it's not the golden, completely no flawed games that it kind of gets a reputation for. But I can kind of, there's something about, but yeah, I do think that this game probably does deserve its credit, so I can see putting it above Mega Man 2. Putting it above Jumping Flash, though, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Jumping Flash has that unfettered joy.
Yeah.
Jumping Flash also has a certain legacy that comes with it.
Yeah. It's just, Jumping Flash is just really good.
Well, not just that, wasn't it like the first actually 3D game?
Well, no, because Geograph Seal came out before it.
Yeah, no, there's other 3D games before it.
I know there's something special about it, but
yeah, I forgot though, but yeah. It might have been the first-person shooter that was complete, or the first-person game that was rendered entirely in 3D. But no, even Geograph Seal, well, no, because that game did use sprites a little bit. But no, anyway, but yeah, I think putting it in between Jumping Flash and Mega Man 2, I think is pretty good. So, with that, that's where it's going.
Yeah, no, Jumping Flash is famous because it was a tech demo for the PS1.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's just zipping around, just laying bombs. That game is just really fun. Yeah,
it is. Now that I think about it, it is a little surprising that people love twin-stick shooters, they love their platformers, they love their roguelikes. It is a little weird that we haven't seen a lot of bomb laying games, these would actually be pretty easy to program.
Okay.
But there has been a couple. There's been like Bombing Bastards, and I forgot what the other game that came out that was like this. But those are more akin to Bomberman than this.
That was it. Holds the Guinness World Record as the first platform video game in true 3D.
Oh, okay.
All right. By the way, the tone of this is anime.
Yes.
Yes, incredibly, aggressively.
You can't get much more anime than that.
No, you haven't seen the extent of anime in this. Oh my god.
It gets much
There should
more
be a special award for the
also,
haircuts.
Just to point out, let me just do that. That is the last boss.
Is that all you got? I mean, that doesn't even show the big twist at the end. Ah.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous the lengths this game goes. It even has an ambiguous ending cinematic. Like
of course.
Like the hopeful, did he make it or did he not make it?
Did he die?
Yes.
If you want to learn more about this game, I recommend you watch Let's Play Silent Bomber by Real Soviet Bear.
Yes. Yes, you can do that.
It's a good LP.
By the way, like, for example, like, where I got this picture from. So, yeah, sound. The soundtrack in this game is very good.
It slaps.
It is fantastic, yeah. Also, we're looking at the please wait screen.
So yeah, sound is
fucking stellar.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see A. I don't think I'd go full S rank, but yeah.
No, I would say A. Like, not just the music, but also like all the sound effects are really satisfying.
Yeah, it's you don't really notice it until you're in the thick of it and using like several bombs at once. But it has a very clear audio cue, so you know whether you place something, whether it detonated, and things like that.
Yeah, there's a very nice noise.
Also, yeah, they actually used professional voice actors for their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Style. It definitely looks good. Like, I think it looks good. Obviously, there's only so much you can do with a PS1, but.
Yeah, I would say like maybe.
Hold 1 second.
The look itself is definitely sort of your standard PS1 anime pre-rendered shit. But like the actual in-game stuff looks pretty solid. And you can always tell what's going on and what you're looking at.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be a lot of fun to hunt for the power-ups and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It might get old to do it like for several marathons. People forget you're supposed to play a video game for like 30 minutes and then stop.
I mean, to be fair, the game's not that long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's only like a few hours for a full playthrough, and to be honest, it is definitely a short burst game. Like, it expects you to play, I think, like 4 or 5 levels at a time and then come back.
Also, to be fair, like the later stuff gets pretty intense too. So yeah,
and it has multiplayer, so that's neat.
Yeah, the arena is really interesting, and it's also CyberConnect is the company that did the Naruto fighting games later. So it's interesting to see like their very early attempts at fighting games.
They also did the Dot Hack games.
Yes,
and they did. Basically, all they've done is Naruto and fucking Dot Hack.
And a Surfbreath.
But more importantly, they also did Tail Concerto, as well as Ultra-Robo.
Yes, Ultra-Robo.
And Asura's Wrath, which is fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would say probably B for style.
Yeah, I'd say B.
Feel. This game feels really good.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go A. Because again, also, maybe this might not exactly, being finicky about this might not exactly be the most important thing right now.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter anymore. Nothing matters.
Yeah, it might be changing entirely in 2 weeks.
Look, I want to know that while this ranking was active, Silent Bomber was near the top.
Yes. Oh, well, it's going to stay near the top going forward. It's just these particularly finicky things might be changing a little bit.
History. Non-existent.
Nobody knows about this. Barely anybody knows about this.
It has a Wikipedia entry. Age, I'm just... approach, it seemed fairly balanced in terms of difficulty.
Yeah, it's perfectly manageable early on, and obviously it gets a bit more challenging as it goes on, but...
It's a reasonable curve.
Yeah, being able to respec your E-chips looks really cool.
Yeah, I was about to say, every time the game got too hard for me, like if I had issues dying or something like that, respecing with the E-chips basically helped me.
Yeah, and it's also smooth. It's not one of those weird upgrade chips where, like, 20% more shotgun ammo or 10% chance of... It was just, look, you want to take less damage or want more bombs? Pick something. Go.
You want shoot bomb far? Yes.
And you don't have to grind to do it either. It's like, if you died, look, we're back at this screen. Change your spec and off you go.
Also, I
thought that was pretty cool.
I like the anime block right here.
It's also really good that you don't have to wait between levels to upgrade your E-chip stuff. It just like determines, okay, you probably want bombs or
also,
just buy bombs.
Also, what the hell are we doing? Anyway. Yeah.
I'm biased.
So yes, the next game we are going to be taking a look at is actually not a game that Bear recommended. This is a game that X recommended.
Wow.
So
Bear hasn't recommended every game.
So let's take a look at this. This is also a game I have no clue what this is. Also.
Haha.
Ooh, okay. Already, this is gonna be awesome.
Oh, also, okay, yeah, this is good. Okay. So much for a build-up for that, but yes, this is Akuji to the Darkness.
Oh man, Gex 3 video, shit. It has a fucking Soul Reaver demo, goddamn.
Wow, this is peak PlayStation right here.
Yeah, holy shit.
I had to check that when I first booted this up to make sure that I didn't get a demo disc for some reason. But no, this is the actual game.
We have 650 megabytes of storage. We're gonna use it.
Akuji.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
This weird feeling the gameplay won't be as good, but the aesthetic will be on point.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Lolo, but this is the first ever video game to feature a black protagonist, right?
I don't know, actually. I didn't...
Let me double check. I believe it is that.
From my childhood,
I've
been told that only the strong survive.
It just seems like that would be...
That the strong will rule. That power...
Because I know there's been, like, black
life.
playable characters before, but maybe, I guess, depending on how you define protagonist.
My weapons were an extension of my will. For spiritual power.
He is the first video game original black protagonist. Before him it was Spawn, Michael Jordan, Shaq Fu,
wait a
and
minute.
Michael Jackson.
I was to wed Keisha.
Oh wow.
Oh, I guess, yeah, if it's original.
What about track and field?
Not necessarily, because that's player 2.
Yeah, that's player 2. It's not protagonist.
Oh, so it's gotta be a solo protagonist.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Though my life was taken by bitter treachery, my struggles...
Also, he's voiced by a Mr. Richard Roundtree.
Oh, God.
But if you recognize that name.
Oh, God. I can't believe we're playing a Shaft.
You're playing in Shaft, motherfucker.
Shaft.
That's font.
That sure is unreadable.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, this game doesn't count. There is a single protag game with a black protagonist that came out 2 years before this.
Is it licensed though?
And it also has to be well, no, it's not licensed. Sorry.
What is
that? Mr. Bones.
Fuck that game.
Who I might add is actually voiced by an African American.
Well. Okay, how do I? Oh.
Thanks.
So yes, let us all bask in the progressivism that is the Heartless.
I would argue Mr. Bones does not count clearly. That's very much a white protagonist.
An additional life.
So I don't know if progressiveness is the word I would use to describe this game.
No, probably not.
No.
I remember this game because I did like a panel many years ago at a convention about like non-standard or non-mainstream video game protagonists, aka non-white straight male. And this was one of the games I covered.
Did you also cover Phantasmagoria Puzzle of Flesh?
I do not remember where it's been a while.
Phantasmagoria has a white guy though.
Yeah, it has a
no, but it is the first game to feature a gay character on the or gay/bi character on the cover of a game.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, openly at that, yeah.
I did not know that.
I didn't know he was gay. That's not that open, I guess.
Also, this is the Phantasmagoria 2, not 1.
Yeah, Phantasmagoria 2, a Puzzle of Flesh.
I was saying, then the entire plot point in that game.
There's a lot going on. I mostly remember hanging around your house.
And yeah, as I said, like Curtis is openly bi.
Okay, because I didn't remember his sexuality being a plot point in that game.
There is something like he definitely talks to, is it Trevor? Is the character like the gay coworker?
Interesting. Okay, I don't know. I played this ages ago and I don't even remember that.
Okay, yeah, so X said it in the chat, but he's openly into women in his office, but during a therapy session he mentioned he's attracted to his male coworker, Trevor.
Also, I want to say that he straight out has a love confession with him as a spoiler for a very long game as the other character dies.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. So what the hell is this game?
Which is great when you compare it to the first Phantasmagoria, which was gross straight stuff.
Yeah, also,
Can you swim?
Oh, maybe. I was gonna say, isn't Phantasmagoria... It's not the first thing to reference it, but isn't it the first video game to openly show a scene of sexual assault?
Terrifying.
I don't know, actually.
Well, I guess Crossbow would count.
What about, Custer's Revenge? Was that his name?
I would not count that. You can't count.
Well, it's bad, but yeah. Oh my god, you throw fireballs. Alright, well this game's... Wow, you're already stymied.
Yeah,
Is that a hole in the wall?
Yeah, is that a hole you can go into?
No.
This is very much a very serious platformer from that era.
No double jump? No...
Nope.
Levers? There's machinery in the background.
Well, there's also camera rotation, so that's good. Oh, except it doesn't work like it should.
Rax, we're stuck. Help.
You gotta hit that lever with your melee.
Oh, okay.
You don't stand too close to it.
I don't think it was the first to have that sort of scene, but that was definitely huge controversy.
Oh yeah.
Phantasmagoria is pretty crazy.
It's gross snuff. That's what it is.
Go back outside.
4 pixels forward and then hit it.
Go to the water wheel.
Oh, okay.
I fucking hate Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, first one's pretty
It's 7 CDs. How could it be bad?
Well, it's bad because I can't find it at CompUSA.
There you go.
Oh,
jump on it. Oh yeah, I gotta open the site.
My go-to retailer for all computer needs.
I was gonna say this looks pretty nice for a PS1 game, but I also forget you have an upscale.
It was your brother, Orad. murdered.
The thing I remember about Phantasmagoria is because it was in 7 CDs, it was actually more expensive in Serbia as a pirate copy than it was as the original game, because pirate copies sold per number of discs. So if you found the original copy, you'd spend less money than buying it from a pirate.
You must escape and stop him. Your only hope is to journey to Navo, the land that connects the realms of the dead with our world. You must seek an audience with Baron Samedi. Only he can help you. To reach Navo, you must find a spirit gate. My powers are weakening you, Akuji. You must be swift. How the fuck do you pronounce Samedi like that?
It's Samedi, damn it.
Akuji. Be aware you will have
Samedi.
It's French. Your health meter is full.
So does Spawn get an award for being like a black protag who isn't into voodoo?
No, Spawn doesn't count because it's still licensed from the
Also, Spawn counts something. Can't count for anything because its movie has John Leguizamo in it.
Yeah. Well, then double counts.
I don't see the problem.
And
yeah.
fuck this. No.
How do you hate John Leguizamo? Have you seen Blood In, Blood Out?
No, but I've seen the intro to The Pest to find out to see that he is permanently dead.
This is. This is Carnival gets angry about the depiction of voodoo here.
Yeah, this is like the laziest. Like we heard about voodoo, we've heard some of the words. Yeah, we'll just interpret it now.
Like the entire point, because as with many many traditions around the world, but the point is, the Loa they inhabit priests as a ritual possession. The other thing is, voodoo doesn't exactly have an afterlife, because as being a syncretic religion, along with factors from multiple African traditions, primarily the ones I know the most well of are the Orissa from the Yoruban people, and the Fan, which I don't remember the exact location.
Okay, man, that kind of smells.
Yeah.
Okay.
I admit
don't exactly.
What?
Don't exactly have a traditional underworld place where they would go, other than more of the ancestors go to a nice place for hang a bit before they're reincarnated back into the family.
Under it.
Oh, okay.
See, I admit my only understanding of voodoo actually comes from the album Voodoo by King Diamond.
Yeah, Vodun is not exactly a thing you touch lightly these days. So, but it's also funny. So there's this video game. There's Shadow Man, which also uses it. There's
Shadow Man.
There's that cowboy game where Baron Samedi helps you out. I don't know.
Oh, Call of Juarez?
Was that
Nocturne?
Oh, okay.
So yet another video game.
Nocturne. That's the one where you're the supernatural hunter with guns.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's the one with Dante from Devil May Cry.
God, that game is. Okay, so let me recommend that, because holy shit, playing that game.
The one I'm thinking of is a fixed screen one where you use a mouse to control a guy who has revolvers with double pistols.
Okay, Carnival. Samedi or Samedi?
Samedi. It's French.
Samedi.
French. Yep. So, but yeah, apparently if you're black in a video game, it's got.
I'm sorry.
What's that Quake Engine game where you engage a bunch of criminals and shoot a bunch of guys down? It's an early Quake game. It's set
Kingpin?
Kingpin. Who's the protag in Kingpin?
I don't want this conversation to go on for talking about Kingpin. Oh god, that'd be very unfortunate.
I need to check, but I believe he was white in Kingpin.
He probably is. And this
God, that's not good. Jeez.
I know nothing about Kingpin, so I don't understand.
It is a game that is. It is a game that is basically. It's like a level below Soldier of Fortune in terms of exploitative nonsense.
Oh yeah, released shortly after the Columbine. Jesus.
Yeah, protagonist
Why are you
is pretty
using
white.
Coxus is a fucking Greek term?
But it's also like an open world.
Oh wait, I think this is the first level again.
The game begins in the most desolate and private area of the city, Skid Row, a dystopia where the population consists entirely of criminal elements, prostitutes, and transients. An entire town of crime.
I don't find it that weird when like Grand Theft Auto 3 comes out a few years later.
The difference is at least Grand Theft Auto
I might have argued with the Baron when he slandered my
is not
family,
like
or even killed
the
him.
seriousness of.
But my mouth still
the only
of the unforeseen evil of my own brother.
It just seemed I would I would say that maybe Grand Theft Auto would not be as quite as exploitive, but then you remember how that game treated the Haitians.
Yeah.
So how does this game feel, Lola? How do you feel doing your voodoo?
I've just kind of been letting myself go on autopilot. I haven't really intentionally been doing anything. I've just kind of been like, okay, there's stuff over here, I'll just go towards it.
Yeah, I'll be real, this game doesn't seem particularly interesting.
Yeah.
It's
like.
Go ahead.
No,
I'm having a.
Shield.
Sorry, I was gonna say it's remarkable how much this looks like Shadow Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's really weird, like, to rank these type of things, because a lot of these games, you don't know whether it's always gonna be like this, or whether it gets better, because this is the era and the type of game that just takes hours until it starts getting up to speed.
In which
Like
case
how
you
we
give it an
saw-
F and get on with your life. It's not good for the game, it's not good.
I could have sworn that I've heard those sound effects in Mortal Kombat.
You probably did.
I still can't get over the fact that Kingpin is inspired by Pulp Fiction and The Big Lebowski.
I mean, Pulp Fiction, I can definitely tell. Big Lebowski, maybe not so much. Also, for some
Apparently
reason,
there's a boss fight with a character named the Jesus.
That
who's
sounds
just a
about
big
right.
reference to John Turturro.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a lame thing that you guys would do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you guys spent plot coupons.
Yeah, I'm glad that you had already forgotten you picked up that key.
That's a key.
Yeah, I was just kind
It's
of.
essentially a
I've
key.
just kind of been like things are happening and I'm not. They're not registering in my head.
Trying to pretend we're not talking about Kingpin.
And it just frustrates me. It's like, oh, we're gonna do the Greeks, we're gonna do the Norse, we're gonna do Egypt. No, there's a whole worlds of cultures out there that we can do. Like, again, Irish myth, like proper Irish myth, is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Okay, press the crouch button while running to evade enemies or forward. Did I do that? Wait, what's my crouch button? Oh, let's do it after
I
we
think
fight
the only,
death.
like, game that I can think of that really delved into, like, Irish mythology at, like, a starting point was the very unfortunate game Kingdoms of Amalur.
I mean, there's folklore.
Oh, yeah, that's a good game, actually.
Also, that is.
That is a crouch.
That is
a crouch.
He's lurking.
That's Black Panther right there.
Also, the way that it's modeled, it looks like he is not like he is. It looks like his outfit is entirely painted on.
It is entirely painted on.
Yeah, actually, that's how these things work.
But no, here's the thing. The entire thing about like the fairy courts and the unsealing and like the seasonal courts, that's 19th century. That's all 19th century. I'm talking ancient Ireland, as in the
As in dwarves and elves, yeah.
No. As in we threw a block of cheese at the fucker and killed him.
Like you do.
Maybe
He's
it's lactose
intolerant,
intolerant.
These levels are pretty large.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, they just don't seem interesting.
Or how the time how the time our protagonist escapes by convincing all the people that chase on him to literally jump on their swords to try and be better than him.
That's stuff that happens in Kingdoms of Amalur?
No, in Irish myth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Kingdoms of Amalur isn't good enough to do anything interesting.
Yeah, video games are pretty lame.
It's true, video games suck.
Those fools who hired R.A. Salvatore and expected him to produce anything worthy.
That's right, they hired him. Oh god.
And they had designs by Spawn Guy.
I swear I've seen this level of Shadow Man. Did they just repackage this to Shadow Man? Or am I just
don't think
conflating
so.
the two of them together?
This is not how I was expecting this episode to go. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
Well, that's what you get for doing a PS1 only episode.
Yeah.
Well, he does have good arm claws, so I guess he still qualifies under the arms.
Oh.
I have seen this game before.
It was pretty popular back in the day. Like, it had a lot of marketing behind it, if I remember correctly. And the gaming magazines, at least. Like, it has that very serious video gamer aesthetic to it that Sony banked on a lot. Like, the PlayStation was a platform for serious video games.
Oh, also, it's great because that wall's there. I can't rotate the camera enough to see the platform that I think I need to jump on.
I think that you have to climb that ladder? Oh no.
But is there...
Well, there's that ladder over there, if you see it.
Because I see the ladder there, but is there something here that I'm missing?
Is there a ladder? What? Oh no, there isn't.
It looks like you need to light up the other torch because you lit one up.
Oh.
You see the green button? See the green button? Green lever thing? Try and hit that. Lolo, jump back onto that platform you did before you fell.
Okay, so like this one over here. Oh, goddammit. Also, the jumping's a little bit squirrely. Like, it has that thing where you have, like, some weird momentum if you don't tilt the DualShock just right. Oh, one sec. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Okay, so what green thing?
Okay, so get onto like that pillar. Yeah, do you see it?
Oh, the giant green sun thing?
Yeah.
It does look
like a green thing. The music in this is pretty alright.
Yeah, the music's pretty not bad.
Yeah, definitely with this theme, they could have gone for something more unfortunate. So, good on them.
It could be worse.
It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. I'll give them that.
What did I just... What?
A shrunken
like,
head.
This is a fucking PS1 ass PS1 game.
Yes.
Like,
a Crystal Dynamics game.
But yeah, give me my game about the Mayans, like the actual Mayan mythology, not whatever they did in the last Tomb Raider game. I want my Mesoamerican ball game.
yeah, it's also really good because like a lot of shit has a bad habit of conflating the Mayans with the Aztecs, and they are.
Which no.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably don't want to take a look at Marlon Briggs.
No, I probably don't either. Because it's like, no. Or if they want to do, give me a sports game about the Mesoamerican ball game. Come on. We got the rules.
Are you telling me to make an Road to Eldorado video game?
Also, that was
No.
Aztec.
God.
I don't
One, I think they did, and two...
Yes. There's a PS1 game.
I don't think any video game system could handle that level of hips on one character alone.
that level of bisexuality.
That too.
I worked with one of the designers on Marlowe Briggs. It was interesting hearing about that game.
Oh.
Yeah, so apparently, this is just like what I've heard. The person who was like the head director or whatever of the game was super serious about it and like super viewed it as like views himself as an artist and everything. And it was really weird to work on that project, and it was really weird to see it get a cult following after it released.
Well, it's clearly a passion project.
Yeah.
I know, Tyrion. I understand, but it makes me sad because it's like again, I got a friend of mine who's an Irish scholar, and he's gone on to just point out recently, just like, yeah, we know that the Irish had a reincarnation system. We just don't know enough from the records, not any idea. But I think just from looking at the records, it had something to do with turning into an animal and then some other animal eating the animal that you were reincarnated into. And then the child of that animal would be you again.
Okay.
So you get reincarnated as a deer, and you get eaten by a human, and that human child will be you.
Yes.
Finally.
Though it tends to be more like chickens or a.
Just my reincarnation plan, veer too close to human settlements all the time.
Basically.
I died and I was reincarnated as a chicken. Also,
I'm gonna be real here. I can't tell what's happening in this. Like, all I see is just jumping everywhere.
It's super dark, and the platforming and camera both seem awful.
Yeah, if I fail this jump one more time, I'm...
Like, the platforming looks super floaty and garbage.
Oop. Okay, I think that's...
I think that's enough, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Are you gonna be heartless in your ranking of this game?
Yes.
I'm angry about bad representation of other religions.
Well, let's see.
I'm angry too. I'm angry about elves.
I mean, fuck elves. Don't actually fuck elves, though.
Exactly. Knife-eared shits.
I would probably...
This game seems passable.
Yeah, it's not...
It's a PSX game.
It's not great by any standards, but it's not terrible. I'm taking a look. Like, I'm actually thinking in between Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the Super Nintendo and Black Belt.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just slightly below average. Akuji the Heartless. And that was 74. And 1998.
Monday, I will stop stepping on this cat.
Is it Ollie?
Of course it's Ollie.
You should get him armor.
I should get him that cat armor you showed me, it's true.
Protect him from your wayward feet.
Is an action
Protect
game.
him from himself.
Basically.
What kind of tone would we give that?
Let's say edgy.
Yeah.
Okay.
A game that opens up with you getting your heart cut out and then cursed so that you have to spend time in the underworld seems incredibly edgy.
Yep, definitely edgy. What were those guys with the axes?
Don't forget the gore.
Yeah.
Was there even gore?
Yes.
When
When you're cutting shit apart.
Okay. I'll put gore. Sound. It wasn't bad.
It will be.
I'll give it B. Style, like...
C.
Yeah. And feel something about the jump just feels really floaty. And like it just seems like things happen. So I'd give that a D.
Yeah.
And again, I'd say history E.
No one remembers it, but it is important historically.
And it didn't seem hard. Like, it seemed like it'd be perfectly fine. Okay, so yeah, that was Akuji. So we got one more game to take a look at. That, once this goes away. But real quick, and it is actually the one that I am the most familiar with of the games we've taken a look at. Because this is one that I actually owned.
Ooh.
I didn't know they released Lolo's Adventures for the PS1.
They did not. But they did release this.
What could this be?
Yeah, this is far worse, this fucking pile of shit.
Oh yeah, I had this game. This is not great.
What? Am I the only one who liked this?
I kind of liked it.
You might be.
Why is it cool to hate Pac-Man?
Because Pac-Man's a fuck. Also, Pac-Man's dog is terrifying.
Oh,
yeah.
Also, this is the era in which they had started to combine the Pac-Man and Dig Dug worlds. Which I guess technically, does that mean that Pac-Man is in the Mr. Driller thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Which does Pac-Man belong in the UGSF?
Yeah, but to say isn't Dig Dug part of the shooter thing?
Yes. Dig Dug is part of the United Galactic Space Force, which includes Galaga, Baraduke, Mr. Driller, Ridge Racer, Ace Combat 3, Cyber Sled, Star Ixiom, Star Luster.
Good Outlast After Stars.
Anyone else think about how Namco made basically their version of Mario Party with their various characters like Pac-Man?
Also, I never really thought of it, but it is also very interesting that all the characters that are shown here, that are the outside Pac family that like wasn't shown in like Pac-Man or Pac-Land 2, or like not Pac-Man 2, Pac-Man 2, are all the ones that are based off the US arcade games. The one that you would definitely not have like Namco actually make a game of.
Wait, how come everybody else gets cutesy captured and this Pac-Man gets the horror movie?
So yes.
Scream.
What a way to fucking start a game.
So yes.
Wow, what is this?
This is Pac-Man World. Released for the 20th anniversary of Pac-Man.
Terrifying.
Also,
I do like the title screen music though.
It is good. Also, again, using music from this Pac-Man. So this was developed by Namco Hometek, which is Namco's American kind of branch. This is the same.
Wait, why did you turn off? You turned off widescreen.
No, I turned it. Although I think I am 4x3, so yeah, I think I need to do that. Okay. So there are 3 modes. You got Quest, which is kind of the main game. Classic, which I'm pretty sure it is just a port of the arcade game. And then Mazes, which is basically the classic Pac-Man formula, but in the format of the Quest. So we're going to do that. But yes, Namco Hometek, Namco's American division, one of the other games that they've made is Dead to Rights, for some reason, the main one I think of from them. Oh, one sec.
Castlevania's here.
No, You idiots! I wanted gold streamers and red balloons! The DJ stinks, the banners are crooked, and the cake should be chocolate! You're gonna ruin my party!
Boss!
What do you want?
Pac-Man's here on Ghost Island! The Pac-Man! I mean that pathetic fool trying badly, I might add, to impersonate you, who is clearly the real Pac-Man.
I thought you had captured Pac-Man!
We did, see? Oops.
If I had a power pellet,
A slight error on our part. Believe me, it won't happen again.
You idiots! My plans are already in motion! Pac-Man cannot be
Wow,
allowed
I can't
to
believe all
crash my
Pac-Mans look the same to them.
Yes, you can.
No wonder we should defeat the ghosts. They're a bunch of racists.
Also, we are on Buccaneer Beach.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so it is. This is actually a platformer.
I love the thoughts.
Sometimes there are just these kind of mini mazes. They really don't serve a purpose.
Other than to waste your time, I'm sure.
It's called a reference, Lolo. Gosh.
I think you get extra lives if you manage to actually eat all the ghosts.
Yeah, I think you get. I mean, you get stuff, but it's not like you have to complete all these.
I think collecting fruit is the more important part.
Yeah, because you can't proceed without gaining certain fruit.
But it's also to 100% the game. I think you need to actually collect every single fruit in the game.
Okay. Also, yep. Press X to jump. Press X again in the air to butt bounce, which is the actual term that they use.
I see.
So yes. I just remember being really weirded out, but that was the actual term that they used.
You can butt bounce the enemies.
So the wedges are your health.
Yep. Let's see.
God, this game is just so aggressively of its time.
Yep, I remember this level very clearly.
But you need to go down to get the cherry.
You need to be just like that guy from JoJo's. Just love his cherries.
God, I didn't notice it before, but it's the proportions are so really off in the model.
Yeah, kinda. Yep.
Was this only released on PlayStation 1 or
Yes.
another stuff as well?
No, this is PlayStation 1 only. Because the Saturn would have practically been dead at this point.
Become as metal to go underwater.
Like a certain how's it say, like a certain other game that came out around this time. Huh. Okay, let's see. Here's checkpoint.
You can do a Sonic.
Yep.
Oh no, a skeleton.
Oh, he's dead now.
Or skeleton.
Or what happened for you, boy?
I was gonna say he was already dead. He's a skeleton after all.
But he is still alive with energy and passion for his hobbies. You just killed him.
And I love when like RPGs just have a race of skeletons. It's like nothing fancy. Like you're not like undead or whatever. It's just like race skeleton.
So,
Maybe that's
like,
buttons like that.
What's it called? Divinity Original Sin 2.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Just
were in
like-
Dragon Commander as well.
They're like they're just
That's
born
right,
a
yeah.
skeleton.
I have Dragon Commander, thinking about it.
Yeah, because those are doors that you need the fruit to get.
I feel like you're no longer on the beach. And the fucking beach is not an accurate title.
There is a Game Boy Advance version. I don't think it's like a direct port of this. I think it's its own thing. Whoops.
Just think this did well enough to get a sequel.
3 of them.
Terrified.
Well, 2 of them.
I mean, they,
Terrified.
Yep. Oh, it is. Huh.
Wasn't one of them like Miss Pac-Man related? Or
Well, there were.
No, that was a side thing.
Yeah, there was Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness, which was much more like a modern take on like Maze gameplay.
It's considered to be a companion piece.
Oh, I thought that was the sequel. I didn't know this had 2 sequels.
No,
there was
Pac-Man World 2 and Pac-Man World 3.
Pac-Man World
What's that
2.
for?
It came out for the GameCube because Pac-Man World 2 got bundled with Pac-Man Versus.
Oh, okay. I had no idea about those games. Probably because they're on the GameCube.
Which, if you are not familiar with what Pac-Man Versus is basically like, you know how the GameCube had the thing where if you they had a special adapter for that let you plug in a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Basically, one person played as Pac-Man, the other 3 played as Ghost, and it was classic Pac-Man.
Oh, okay. Wait, was Pac-Man World 2 bundled with that, or was that bundled with Pac-Man World?
It was, I believe it was bundled in with 2.
Yeah, I never had an idea this had like sequels. That's so weird.
this was not so much a bad game, as more just generic
Forgettable.
in there. Yeah. Like, it's competently done, aside from, like, the feelings of age it might have. It's not like it's super bad or anything.
No, it is perfectly serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you have the thing. Why is it so hard to hit the chest underwater?
I don't know.
Because
Or maybe
Pac-Man is, you see.
Yeah.
I think that's just being, I don't know, I was gonna say, is it trying to detect the other thing?
Oh right, you have to collect all these letters. I forgot about that.
Huh.
Yeah, because I remember... I can't remember whether you can go back to levels or not. But like, you have to beat the game with all the letters to actually get like a secret final stage or something.
Whoop.
Nice, good job.
Oh, that for a letter?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Need to get orange.
It's great that X goes up and triangle goes down. Because it's totally not confusing.
I mean, yes, it is actually the music in this game is quite interesting in how it's using the light motifs.
Light motifs are only light motifs if they are associated with a player character. Motifs, yeah.
Right, but point being is it's interesting seeing the composer just like, okay, I've got this.
You got the 6-second opening of Pac-Man. Now I'm trying to make music with it.
Yeah. We got these die-hard Pac-Man fans who we'll refer to as Pac-heads from now on. Who will expect only the finest Pac-Man music for their Pac-Man video game. How do I do that?
How do I Pac-Man?
You order a bunch of pizzas, but you take only one slice from each.
Exactly. That bird sounded more like an angry cat.
Pam.
The final Pam.
I think you missed the C.
Nope.
You might have.
He's perfect.
Oh, huh.
Your non-completionist nature of this, or style, gameplay style of this game is killing me.
I mean, he completely ignored the cherry door after he got the cherry.
You know, somebody's gonna post an angry comment on your video and be like, how can you even rank Pac-Man World if you're not playing it properly?
I know, right? It's like trying to rank DK64 without getting all the golden bananas. It's like, what's the fucking point?
You want
Because you don't hate yourself.
with your life.
Or you're not doing it for a good cause.
Yeah, that too.
It's kind of like why I'm playing Infernal Climber, to like beat it so I can say, hey, I can say this game is bad because I completed it.
I mean, you've also done important archival work for the gaming, for just gaming everywhere. Is now we have a full playthrough of this terrible game.
No, we don't have it yet. We don't have it yet. Let's not get hell or salted.
Yeah.
Fair.
But if Lolo ever ranks that game, he can just watch all my VODs instead.
No. I'm not ranking
Someone
Infernal Climber.
request
Infernal Climber
Inferno.
isn't valid.
Yeah, it's not valid. It doesn't.
It's
I
fairly
mean,
retro.
gameplay is inspired by old games. And how that would work.
Oh, that's
fun.
right. Getting all the ghosts gives you a health point. I think you gotta Sonic it.
Yeah, PS2 is technically retro now.
What the hell? Oh, I probably have to get
a strawberry.
Strawberry?
Where could a strawberry?
You
Cannonball. Let's drop it.
Whatever.
Wow, that was a really good jump. Like the other one when you climbed on the boat.
Press the button to activate another button.
Perhaps the same could be said of all video games. It's just button presses to do more button presses.
You'll get there one.
Pac-Man.
You've done this before.
Pac-Man.
When you're embarrassing us.
You're drunk, Pac-Man. Go home.
God, that level's long.
Not enough letters.
Damn.
like this is also a pretty good song here for the end of the level.
Okay, let's see one more.
I was gonna ask how much more of this are you gonna torment us with?
Oh right, the secret
Easy
room.
con and on.
Oh no, that's the level, right? I forgot that there was a hub and everything.
Oh, right.
See ya, Pac-Man.
There was the sound.
I get that reference. It's a reference to Pac-Man. Remember how one goes down there. Oh no, you didn't kill the ghost.
Oh. Oh.
There's a P.
P stands for protoplasm.
I don't think that's the case.
It stands for pizza.
Welcome back.
Oh wait, what?
Oh right, you can throw the pellets. I forgot about that.
Not gonna lie, this game's kind of bland.
Yeah.
You could kinda do this without Pac-Man, it would make just about as much sense.
Yeah, Pac-Man has no reason to be here.
Man, I can't believe Pac-Man got focus group.
Yes, you can.
Shut up.
Like, of all fucking properties they got, of course you can.
Now, if only Pac-Man did voodoo.
No.
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 Do that voodoo that Pac do. God, that'd be the worst. Just like nothing about this game is notable aside from the Pac license.
Yeah.
At least that's how it is to me.
I mean,
Does Mario need to be in Mario Sunshine? I'd say no. Who cares about Mario? Mario's a fuck.
Yeah, just replace Mario with Flood.
I mean, you could say that Mario doesn't need to be in Sunshine because Sunshine didn't need to exist, but still.
Hey, at least Sunshine was nice to look at. This is just kind of boring.
But you'd never say Sonic didn't need to be in Sonic Adventure. That was a quintessential Sonic game.
Yeah.
Things Sonic Adventure should just not exist. That's my
Sonic Adventure is great. You shut your face.
Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure
It's
were great.
broken, janky as hell game, but I still enjoy it.
Like, I don't know, I played this a lot as a kid, and for me this was more like, oh hey, a platformer that isn't a massive twat.
Yeah, because that's the thing that I will say about this game that's nice, is that it might not really stand out a whole lot in various other things, but it is very competent.
Like it's kind of like how there's a bunch of like FPS these days or shooters where you're kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna like turn this on and play it for a bit and just turn off my brain. And you had a lot of platformers back then. Not all of them were these hallmarks or weird like interesting mechanics. Yeah, a lot of them were just like, oh, you want to sit back and play some stuff that you thought was decent quality. Like not every platformer was Klonoa, where you play it and it's like, why is this story so sad? Why am I feeling these emotions? Oh no.
I'm appreciating this design decision to have the little pirate cutouts appear where the cannonballs are going to be, so the player knows where they're going to appear.
Yeah, that is a nice touch. I'll give you that.
This isn't bad or anything. I found it boring. I'm bored.
I'll be honest, it doesn't look. I think the like opening area looks really boring.
Yeah.
Because it's very brown and doesn't really have the fun piratey things. It's mostly just here's a bunch of houses and sometimes a parrot with a cannonball. Oh, the ghosts have pirate hats. That's been the pirate theme.
And the skeletons.
I mean, skeletons can be anything. They don't have to be pirates.
Mm-hmm.
I do love just the look on Pac-Man's face when you're bouncing. It's just like...
He's just having a fun all time.
Yeah, he seems like he's having a lot of fun. He knows welcome back. He knows that he is gonna be in Smash one day, and other more popular characters won't be.
Yeah, just say, hey, I'm in, Gino's not.
Exactly. Did Gino need to be in Super Mario?
I mean, I guess actually yes, because that's probably Square's. We need to have a character in here.
I also want to point out that House of the Dead 1 was on the Wii, so technically G could suffer on Smash.
You have the
suffer
thing
like
back.
we did.
Yeah, you can go back.
You don't need to go back. Oh, that's actually remarkably kind for one of these games.
It's interesting how this is a very by the books. Oh, nice. Like by the books extension of playtime, because it's literally just item fetching back and forth.
I think you can jump.
Oh, it also... No, I can't jump.
Oh wow, it's not like Pac-Mania, what the hell? Don't get cornered. But yeah, Miss Pac-Man was basically just this, from what I remember. Oh, that's a bad color choice.
Yeah, I did say the music is pretty decent in this.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, the music's not really doing it for me.
I mean, after Silent Bomber, all these games sound like crap, let's be honest.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
There.
I think the music is fine.
Oh yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's inoffensive.
I think it's pleasant.
I don't know. As I said, it does nothing for me, but it's not like it's bad or offensive or anything like that.
It makes me want to open a bag of chips and just munch. And sometimes grab a fruit or something.
Okay.
It bores me like the rest of this game.
Eating an orange while munching down on some potato chips.
Oh no, Pac-Man got chopped.
Well, if he had been a better cook.
But yeah, like, I owned this game as a kid, and I remember none of it, so that just kind of tells you the impression it left on me.
Do you like it more or less than Jersey Devil?
Well, we'll find out shortly. God damn it.
The answer is this is actually playable.
I mean, we're basically this entire pirate world is the only thing I remember about this game, because either I forget if I never got any farther than that, or I just never, or just didn't. Nothing was really remember.
Wow.
Yeah,
you
I got
it there. I mean, no offense, but you should have been dead.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. That's bad.
At least there's a checkpoint there.
Yeah. Oh. Evolving a simple formula like Pac-Man C or...
Evolving a simple formula like Pac-Man CE or Pong for PS1.
You know, actually, I was kind of thinking of it actually doing an episode kind of like that, but, yeah.
Oh man, then we have to see Space Invaders Extreme. Fuck yeah, do it.
Yeah!
I was gonna say, we did that during ranking of shmups, but maybe we have...
So much for depth perception. Good job. 3% complete.
Okay, I think
we've seen it now.
I think that's a good place to stop.
Sure is.
Okay. So yes, that was Pac-Land, or not Pac-Land, Pac-Man World. It is an okay game. That, as Marsh puts it. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Okay, so we are at 110. So what is at 55? The original Mega Man. I would probably play this over the original Mega Man. But would I rather play this over DuckTales?
I'd probably play DuckTales.
And I would personally prefer DuckTales.
Yeah,
I'd play DuckTales.
Yeah, I'm thinking in between DuckTales and Mega Man.
Woohoo.
I'd rather play this over Mega Man, I think. Like the original. More because, like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to get angry and bullshit.
Yes. Wait, hold on.
What?
Pac-Man World came out for the 20th anniversary of Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That game came out in 1999. Pac-Man came out in 19... Oh, well, let's see. Yeah, it came out in 1980. I keep on forgetting that game's an 80 game. So yeah, I guess that's close enough.
The early 20th anniversary.
It's like how the Gears of War 10th anniversary came out 9 years after Gears of War came out.
You almost got him. You almost showed Namco for the Frosty World, Lolo. Almost.
Huh.
I was just getting very confused.
Didn't know there were times 5s and pick a card.
Oh, also, I forgot to accept.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an action game. I would call that whimsical.
Yeah. You're beating up skeleton pirates.
Yeah, and I would call the let's see, sound. Hey, Nox Prof.
I'd say a B.
Yeah, I would say more pleasant than, like, it's definitely not getting A, but I would say probably B, yeah. Style. It kind of just had things going on that didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I like the pirate theme. It was like, oh, it was nice that like little pop-ups appeared when you're at the place where you're getting cannon. But other than that, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. But I would probably put maybe kind of thinking in between B and C. If let's go B. Feel. It felt perfectly average. Like, it felt not bad by anything, but it didn't really inspire anything. But yeah, there actually wasn't a whole lot I would actually throw, except for the fact that the whole thing that I just went through it complete a thing on accident, and I don't know how. But yeah, I would probably put B.
How did the butt bounce feel though?
Pretty good. So I'll go to B for butt bounce. History, probably E. Age, that's not going to matter. And it's certainly playable. Yeah, that's Pac-Man World. But yeah, it is now it is literally, and we've done that, I believe it is almost the exact middle of our list. But yes, that has been cleaning up some of those PS1 ports. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, because I think we've taken a look at enough. So yes.
Is there a list of games that you've already that are wish listed?
The games that I have not done yet.
Yeah.
Like the request ones, or just games that
requests?
Yeah, I can go through that real quick. So going for the bottom for the ones that I have not quite done yet. So let's see. We have actually Raid on Bungling Bay is one that Rhapsody recommended. That probably take a look at like the C64 version or like one of the original versions. Actually no.
Yeah, you did the NES one.
Actually, no. This is actually a long time ago. So actually, that's pre. So that's actually been done. Okay, so never mind. Let me go. I think it starts here. So, first off is Axis Daikatana.
Yeah.
Vampire Hunter D, which is going to actually be done next week. Fox Xanadu.
Nice.
Turok by Axe. Also, Fox Xanadu is recommended by Torque the Typist. Yumaneki, we did. Wait, did you recommend I do Cuphead twice, Carnival?
I don't.
Actually, yes, you did. Because you did during ranking. Yeah, apparently you did it during ranking of shmups, and then once I did this, I did that. So yes, that's been done definitely though.
Give him now a freebie so he can inflict more things upon.
Frankomatic recommended I do Panic. I still need to do Shinobi, specifically the Master System version.
Yes,
Very recommended that. Which is also great because the one right above that is also Shinobi. With the note, and also, yes, I gambled again and got 10K.
That's probably for me.
Yes, it was. Denon the Jungle Fighter, which is also Bear.
Jungle Shankin.
Okay, then a bunch of stuff that I was using to test. Right, Middens, recommended by Torpo. Sparkster for the Sega Genesis, which actually we are going to be taking a look at next week as well. Zero Ranger. Oh, right. I forgot. Oh, man. I forgot you recommended Siphon Filter.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Oh, man. Why didn't I see that?
That's a good one.
But that one's probably going to take a little longer, too. Captain Claw, which Bear also recommended, which I need to figure out how to get that to work, because I was actually going to do that for an episode.
I sent you a link how to get that to work.
Oh, did you? Oh, that must have been a while ago. Okay.
Yeah, I'll resend to you.
Okay. And
Rhapsody, when I showed you that thing, I remember it was one of your streams, and I showed you it. You're like, you'll look into it.
Yeah, and so you also sent it to me as well.
So we sent you the same thing, I think.
Then we have Resident Evil for NES, which is going to basically just be Resident Evil. Sky Blizzard did. Kugel Schnaps recommended or requested that I do King of the Monsters 2. Then there is D, which we will also be doing next week. Max and Chachi recommended that.
At my request.
I actually have original copy of that in German.
Also, I forgot that Torpo requested that I do Spy Fox in dry cereal. Barrick also requested that I do Heroes of Might and Magic. Specifically 3, but it's going to be 1. Because I need to get to 3. Also, I need to do Might and Magic in general, too. Area 51. Also, Bear recommended that I do Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, which is also a PS1 game. Shire requested that I do Pinball Quest. Then there's also Axe recommending that I do Legacy of Kain Blood Omen.
Yes, the PS1 version.
Fucking why?
Because.
Then.
Look, that means we get to do the other Legacy of Kain games, though.
Get right into Soul Reaver.
Then Bear recommended that I do Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, which I am working next month. The first in that series will be done. To build up to that. Rafferty recommended to do Home Improvement for the SNES. With the note, God. I got your dad right here.
I'm sorry?
Because we were talking about there needs to be more games with just dads as the protagonist.
Okay, but go on.
Then Axe recommended that I do Blood.
Yes.
Yeah. Then Bear requested that I do Spark the Electric Chester. And then Carnival recommended that I do Digimon World 3.
Is that it?
And that is it.
No, I made a request just now.
And then, oh right, those showed up. So Bear requested that I did, what was it? I already forgot.
Army Men 3D.
Oh, Army Men. Then Tyrion. Oh, and also Tyrion requested a theme, actually. Which is actually one of the episodes for next week, which is the same name or the same game in name only, which is basically games that have the same.
Suikoden.
you get two more requests.
You know, I was actually thinking about for episode 108 doing Suikoden.
Suikoden is
That's so on the nose.
That would have to be 108. Yeah, it's stupid now.
Yes, time to read up on water margin.
Okay, so there's that. Okay, so Army Men, the episode theme that Tyrion requested, which is basically takes on an old classic game. Then Torpo just recommended I do Tomba, and then also
Tomba. They say his name in the next game.
Tambo. Just call him Tambo.
And then
hate it.
And then Max and Chachi just recommended that I do Suikoden. So yes.
If anybody has requests, shoot them now.
Do it. Just fucking unload.
Pick something. It doesn't matter.
Do
your
it.
favorite first game you ever played.
There are some people who do have quite an amount of money stored up.
I mean, yeah, we can
I don't know.
I was gambling, which is why I mentioned that times 5.
Oh, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just check right now. So
Spiral the Dragon.
There we go.
Fine. Yes.
Fucking hell, Carnival.
Max and Chachi have almost 80,000 fun bucks. They could ruin your life if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Max.
They could fuck you. They could fuck you up immediately. Kaon could fuck you up with 3 games right now if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Max, though.
Yeah, because let's see. And I just want to check. Also, people can do some invalidations, too. Because remember, that is also a thing.
If you don't agree with one, we'll take your opinion and throw it in the garbage.
Daikatana for Game Boy
Yeah,
Color.
that's right. There is a Game Boy Color version of Daikatana.
Somebody's got to do Quest 64. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because just a reminder, the things you can spend the fun bucks on. If you have 10,000, you can request a game. And yes, actually, a way to gain fun bucks is basically host, watch.
Quest.
Oh god.
Wait, are you going to be doing Body Harvest?
Oh, you can't do Body Harvest. It's like the emulation is terrible. He needs like an original copy.
I have an original copy.
I think I might actually have an original copy of Body Harvest.
Because if you didn't, I'll send you mine. Because there's no fucking way I'm playing it.
Yeah, there's no way to emulate it properly.
Also, and yes, if you have 10,000 fun bucks, you can request a game. You can also invalidate for the same amount.
Also, y'all, if the Twitch extension isn't working, just check out this.
Yes, there's that. Also, if you go there, if you really, really want to and are an idiot, you can also buy merch.
You can buy Puzzlo socks.
Okay, how many socks do I need to buy to bribe you to put Alex get higher?
None.
To be fair, that shirt's pretty great.
Yes. Also, just to kind of give a heads up, so, you know what, actually, why don't we, since I've been mentioning it, let me just do something real quick. So that you can, since I am in the talking about things you can buy, just gonna give you a preview of, because I've been mentioning what things are coming up shortly. So basically, come February, that's going to be the 9-month anniversary. So I like to do every 3 months, do kind of a big update. And this is kind of the update. Really? Okay, that's a poll.
Man, it could be worse. I could have gone with my backup for what I was gonna do to make you play, which is Rocket Robot on Wheels.
So yeah, so the chart's gonna get the main thing that's gonna happen is the chart's gonna get an update.
There we go.
This is what's gonna look like now. And this obviously isn't done, but yes, this is what the chart's gonna look like going forward. As you can see, some of these things over here have changed. So yes, basically, rather than kind of doing these letter things, we're just going to say, like, oh, for Fantasy Zone, love is basically our S ranks, and hates are basically our F ranks. So yes, so...
Project Fire starts on C64.
Okay.
This is very good. Very good day.
So one of the things that I will be adding is, rather than saying validation, are things like this. And I call it stars, but basically it's thumbs up. If you pay a number of fun bucks, I will put a thumbs up next to a game and say that you really like that game, so that'll stand out in the list.
Ooh.
And also, just since I just have a sneaking suspicion, I just went ahead and did this.
Wow. Wow. How dare you make fun of my good taste?
I saw another thumbs up there.
Oh yeah, that's me putting it for Fantasy Zone.
Okay.
Shouldn't there be like a million thumbs up for Zero Ranger?
Zero Ranger thumbs up everyone.
Yes.
Just everyone.
How much do these cost?
I haven't figured out how much they're going to cost, but probably cheap. Probably cheaper. So probably like 5,000.
Oh, okay. So we can put Battletoads in the list where it belongs.
No, it's not. It's staying exactly where it is.
In the trash.
I could buy several thumbs up.
But yes, this is kind of what's going forward. No one has requested Bushido Blade. So...
Oh, I didn't know. Well, actually, it's PS1. I wasn't sure how far your retro went.
It goes up to... it's including Dreamcast, but... Yes.
Bushido Blade
Referee,
PS1.
I will windmill slam.
PlayStation game.
I will windmill slam that accept button. So yes, now that we have plenty of requests, and also just the future, I think that's a good point to wrap it up.
Yeah.
So,
I'm so glad that you actually got more requests this episode than you cleared out of the system.
I will leave this month that I entirely spent doing nothing but requests with more requests than I started.
To be fair, after a certain point, you kind of invited. It was like, this was an open invitation.
And also, just to point out, requests are not necessarily, hey, I am going to do this like next week. So these are going to take a while.
Yeah. I know. I've been waiting a while.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same.
I can wait.
So yes.
I can't, but I will.
So yes, that is going to do it for this episode. So if you're watching this live on Twitch and you want to see an edited version of this that you can watch basically whenever, you can follow me on YouTube by going to youtube.ldp.life in your browser, and it'll take you right to my channel. And if you sub there, you can see edited videos. I usually upload them probably Sunday night or Monday morning. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/LoloDePuzzlo. These streams are recorded live on Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to kind of keep up with what I'm doing and just kind of various things, how I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at LoloDePuzzlo. And if you want to do the same, but also take part in polls and other various things that I do to kind of see, like for example, in the upcoming weeks, I will be doing a poll to determine what the themes for the episodes of March will be. So if you want to take part in that and just kind of chat around and just kind of see what I've been working on, you can join my Discord server by going to discord.ldp.life in your browser, and it should take you right there if you have Discord. So yeah. That is going to do it for this episode. So thank you all for watching, and have a good night, evening, afternoon, whenever.